What's up, guys? Thomas Mott here alongside Josh Davis. Welcome to Week 6 of the National Football League. It's Philadelphia Eagles take a very short drive over to New Jersey in the Meadowlands at MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Jets. We are ready to rock here as we are about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Josh, good afternoon. Happy potential 6-0 day for Philadelphia.
Absolutely, yes. Potential 6-0. I think it's very likely, although as most people are probably watching right now, the end of the 49ers-Browns game, you could see that any team could beat any team on any given day. So let's not go ahead and dub the Niners the crown champions or anything like that, because the Browns, they're in deep. They're what, the 12-yard line about to score? So, hey, you can't take any team for granted. We know that.
Very true. And if, again, big game technically for Philadelphia if the 49ers are able to go ahead and lose this game, because then a win today means that Philadelphia would be the lone undefeated team left in the league and also the lone undefeated team atop the NFC, which would be big and important as well. Welcome to a bunch of people watching us. Sure, that thumbs up button. We got plenty of fun stuff happening today. Quick note on the inactives. I don't have a tweet available for you, Josh, but I'm sure you saw Sidney Brown. He is officially inactive for today's show, which I find very interesting. I thought for sure he was going to go. Justin Evans goes to IR, and yet Philadelphia will be without their two starting safeties. Technically, it'll be a very, very interesting afternoon covering Garrett Wilson and these Jet receivers for the Eagles secondary.
It is, yeah. You bring up a great point. I thought for sure, I think a lot of us did, that we're going to get to see Sidney Brown, certainly more, maybe not a starting, but a possibility of starting there. But with him out, it's a little bit curious, but with the Jets and we can get into a little bit of the breaking that down. Both teams have suffered some injuries. I mean, there's not a shortage of injuries on either side of the football, and that's certainly going to impact the game. Now, for the Eagles, we know the depth that we have, and so I don't think it's going to be drastic in terms of how it affects the game. Plus, Zach Wilson, not saying that he can't be good, and he played good against the Chiefs, and he has been good at times, but with the pass rush, the fact that he's missing 3 offensive linemen, I feel like you could kind of offset it. But yeah, I was a little surprised, certainly with Sidney Brown, but the hamstring issue, as we've seen with other players, can sometimes take a little bit longer. I'm fine with it. If you want to take a little bit longer, make sure that the guys are healthy. You call it a get right or get healthy for the Miami game. But you did a great job on the pregame show earlier this morning with Jake Asman and breaking that down. Like, is it a trap game? Should we be concerned? Where's your concern level at, I guess, in terms of, is it a trap game? Are there any, major worries going into this?
Well, I think I said in that interview with Jake Asman, who hosts the Jets channel on YouTube and is like a diehard Jets fan, I don't want to be the Chiefs from earlier this year, where the Chiefs clearly went into MetLife. They're going to roll Jack Wilson. It's going to be an ugly game for the Jets. And then you blink, and it's the fourth quarter, and it's a one-score game. And Zach Wilson, again, bad quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, whatever you want to call them, they start to kind of build in their confidence level as this game continues to go. Whereas if you beat them while they're down in the first quarter and you're up 17 points, he'll throw more picks. It'll all compound and spiral out of control, and the Jets will lose big time. But you just don't want to be in a scenario where you're late in this game. And as you see on your screen right now, Mekhi Gardner, he's getting warmed up. One of the guys activated from the practice squad. His first official start coming out of LSU, potentially at safety if they need him. Like, he's going to be available out there at some point. Very interesting to keep an eye on him and that as well. But to be honest, I'm not super worried. I don't think any Eagle fan is. But as we always mention at the National Football League, and anytime you play a team that you overlook, or maybe you're looking ahead to Miami, who looked fantastic today, you're starting to worry about the Dolphins and not the Jets, that's where mistakes could kind of compound. And it's not the Jet offense you're worried about, it's the Jet defense, that defensive line. Even without Sauce Gardner and the other starting cornerback both being out, it's a very good defense that could cause some trouble for Philadelphia's offense.
Yes, certainly could. And interesting of note, Craig James appears like he could get some potential action. The former Eagle corner, which oddly enough, as I was looking back, I was like, I didn't realize, but didn't remember maybe, but his first start was actually against the Jets. So kind of a weird full circle moment, I suppose. But A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith could certainly have a big game. Now, I know the Jets haven't allowed a 300-yard passer this season, but depending on the weather and what that looks like, it wouldn't surprise me, certainly, as you're going to go against these corners who are probably not as tested as they would have been with the starters going in. But I think A.J. Brown, DeVonta Smith, hopefully DeVonta Smith, because he didn't have a great game. We remember last game against the Rams. So maybe a little bit of a get right. Are they trying to force it? Maybe not force necessarily, but, get him a little bit more direction there. I think that's very possible.
Obviously, we got to keep an eye on the Eagles linebacker situation today because Nakobe Dean was activated after his time spent on IR. You see him on your screen right there, warming up next to Zach Cunningham. What do you expect from Nakobe Dean? I think he'll be the starting linebacker today. Does anyone else object?
That's it. So I haven't seen anything yet. Maybe they've officially announced it, but the only thing that I've seen so far is in first team reps pregame, Nicholas Morrow and Zach Cunningham were getting the reps, and Nakobe Dean was with the second unit. So it seems to suggest, if we're going based off of the pregame, that Nakobe Dean won't start. That would be a little bit of a surprise to me, just based on team philosophy, thinking if he's 100%, you're going to play him, go ahead and get him out there. But I can understand the argument on both sides. You've had fantastic play from the linebackers. I would have been okay. Hey, put Dean out there, put Morrow out there. If you want to stick with the group we have, though, that's fine. Rotate him in, make sure that, Dean shakes off some rust and maybe he's good to go for Miami. But so far, again, there may be new updated tweets that I haven't checked in like the last 5 minutes, but so far it looked like it's trending towards Nakobe Dean possibly just coming off the bench there, which, that's okay. I don't think it's a terrible deal.
Not a terrible thing at all. Also not terrible. The Browns did kick a field goal in the red zone, so they're up 19-17. Brock Purdy facing a 3rd down and 10. No Christian McCaffrey, no Deebo Samuel, and you wonder how Brock would look without some of these top targets, and we're getting a little lesson that it's at least not so good. Let's go ahead and preview our giveaway for today, and that is the Salute to Service hoodie. I have the Salute to Service hoodie from a couple of years ago. Love it. I think it's fantastic. It's unique. Whether you're a service member, you know somebody, or you just like the look of the hoodie and not, a little different from just a normal green color, this is the giveaway today. Any super chat gets you entered. $1 one entry, $2 two entries, and so on and so forth. Donatello Dragon, he already won an Eagles jersey, which I believe shipped this week. He's talking about getting in on the hoodie here. What's up, Thomas and Josh? Go Birds. 2 entries. We appreciate that. We draw at the end of the 3rd quarter, so go stay tuned for that. Josh H drops 10. He says 49ers' weakness is when everything isn't going right, they suffer. NFC Championship offense suffered injuries, and their elite defense allowed 31 points. Josh, you summed it up perfectly. That is exactly the problem with a lot of people buying into San Francisco and the Brock Purdy situation. Not saying he's bad. He's a good player, but, you get a little bit of trouble, and we'll see how he can go ahead and hang on. He did get a first down there with 1:26 to go. Nate gets 2 entries into our hoodie giveaway happening at the end of the 3rd quarter. How about adding Jeremy Chin? He's a good fit, in my opinion. Yes, Josh and I both did shows on that on Saturday morning, and both of us agree. We would love Jeremy Chin. He makes a ton of sense. He's cheap. You wouldn't cost you much, and if you liked what you saw, you could sign him in the offseason. If you didn't, 1-year rental, no harm, no foul. You saw what happened with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He obviously did a fair job before entering free agency, so I would be all for it. I think, Josh, you would agree.
Yes, absolutely. I would be all for it. Again, I've seen some people saying, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're giving up on Sidney Brown. It's not giving up on Sidney Brown. No. It's just the fact that this team and what we've seen, plus, look at the injuries we've suffered. You look at the safeties with Justin Evans. He's on the IR, so out for 4 weeks. Sidney Brown obviously is not ready to come back, and the fact that he's inactive today. But you want someone who, and a lot of times it is, I think most of us realize this, but a lot of times the trade deadline acquisition is a rental player. It's not a guy that we're going to keep. Now, possibly he could. I'm not saying if you got a Jeremy Chin, you wouldn't look to restructure something or get a contract done in the offseason. But a lot of times it's, hey, we can get a guy who's not going to be a major cap hit. We probably don't have to trade too much because the Panthers aren't playing him very much at all anyway. So what, you give up a 5th round pick and then all of a sudden you slide him in there, he can solidify or at least provide some depth. So I think it makes a lot of sense. Again, there's other situations or areas that I'm sure Howie's calling about, but from the reports it was heating up on Saturday, early Saturday morning, and then late yesterday, the reports seem to kind of, I guess, continue in that route, even more so if that's possible. I don't know exactly what that means because if he's making calls, he's making calls. But either way, I think that it's not a surprise that Howie Roseman is going to be checking around the league, not only with Jeremy Chin, but the Broncos are a dumpster fire trying to offload everyone. So Justin Simmons, there's lots of guys. So we've talked about it on several shows, but it wouldn't surprise if all of a sudden you've got, a deal trying to get done or something that gets done pretty soon.
All right. The Eagles have trotted, They actually have kicked. We have the first kickoff. The Jets have it, and now it'd be a 2nd down and 10. Let's make sure we're synced up here with 33 seconds left in the play clock for Zach Wilson and this Jets offense. We were watching the Browns game. They're giving me a side-by-side on my play coverage right now, but I am looking at Zach Wilson and getting ready to go. How about you?
All right, let me. This is always the struggle, but I will find it here. I'll get synced up here in a second.
Wilson breaks the huddle, 15 to go, 14 to go, 13 to go in the play clock. Here's your second down and 10, second play of the day for the Jets offense. Take the snap, turn, give Hall up the middle, met by Jordan Davis. That's a gain of about 3. Big matchup to watch there is Hall versus this Eagle defensive line. Davis wins round 1. It'll be 3rd down and make it a long 7 for the 27th ranked offense in the National Football League and the New York Jets. Niners are into field goal range. They're at the 25-yard line of the Browns. So a couple handoffs, and then they're going to try and kick it to win. Here comes 3rd down. Again, 8 for the Jets on the opening drive against Philadelphia. Wilson, shotgun, empty, takes the snap. Clean pocket, looks right, throws right. That's going to be almost intercepted. There's a flag, though. It was a Josh Jobe in coverage, and I believe they're going to throw this on Terrell Edmonds. That'll be an automatic first down for the Jets. It's a hold on Philadelphia. You find it yet?
All right, I'm stuck with Sean sarcasm and probably several others, but I'm only getting the Browns feed. I think it's just regional areas. So our eyes. I can see the Browns for right now.
Okay, yeah, this is Jobe holding for his life there, and that will be a first down play for the Jets, and they're gonna get a fresh set of downs here as we're about to get a kick from San Francisco, which you hope they lose, but probably gonna make this. Ooh, I gotta move. All right. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wilson in the gun. Hollywood's right. 2 tight ends set. Wilson takes the snap. Looks right. Throws. That's caught. That's Garrett Wilson's first catch of the day. And he got about 4 or 5 yards before he was immediately hit. It'll be second down and about 6. Here comes your kick for 41 yards. They're going to ice the 49er kickers. We're side by side right now. The early Fox game and the late Fox game. It is Morrow. And I couldn't see who the other linebacker was, but Morrow for sure, one of the linebackers in for Philadelphia. Here we go. Second down at 6. Wilson in the gun. Hall to his left. 2 tight ends to the right side of the formation. Wilson takes the snap. Turn give. Hall up the middle. He's met immediately by Terrell Edmonds, and a combination of Edmonds and Morrow bring him down for a gain of 1. So another third down. We'll call it 5.
There he goes. There's the number 1 run defense in the NFL for reasons. Not going to be quite as easy as it was against the Broncos.
Yeah, I unfortunately had to start Breece Hall in my fantasy league, but I didn't feel good about it. But yeah, it's hard. Maybe a garbage time touchdown. That's kind of the hope there. I wasn't feeling good, though.
Always hate playing the away team or the opposing team against the Eagles. I've done that many times.
Here comes a third down and 5. Wilson in the gun from the 37-yard line. 49ers snap up, and they missed it. No good. The Niners lose. Wilson takes the snap, looks right, throws. That is complete. No, he dropped it. Incomplete. It was looking for Garrett Wilson, working on Jobe. They called it incomplete. It'll be a punt situation for the Jets. How about that side by side? Cleveland wins the game.
Let's go. That's huge. Yeah.
PJ Walker.
Kudos to Thomas here. If you haven't hit the like button yet, let's just go ahead and hit like because Thomas is literally in the middle of broadcasting 2 games play-by-play. So kudos there, but let's go.
That's huge for Philly for the Niners to lose this game. Pushed it a little right. Here comes your punt from the Jets. 13 minutes to go, first quarter, from about the 37-yard line. Snap, good hold, punts away, end over end, drifting to the right. Covey takes it at the 10 and immediately gets taken down at the 9-yard line. Good coverage there by the Jets. All right, so Jalen Hurts will have 91 yards to go on his opening drive. Also, I love the black pants. The black pants are fantastic with the white uniforms.
Agreed.
This should be the all-time away uni, I think. They look great.
I agree. Yeah, I was definitely getting tired of the all whites. I'm not gonna lie. We'd seen those so many times with the preseason games and then the away games leading up to this. I was like, okay, let's change it up.
Let's get a Go Browns going in the comment section. That is huge for the Whiners to lose. Gosh, and he pushed it too. Just pushed it right. Good drive by
Purdy. The look on Shanahan's face too is, oh my gosh, just utter disgust.
All right, Hurts from the 9. Swift to his left in the gun. I see A.J. Brown's pink shoes in the slot right now. Hurts calls for the football, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, looks right, throws at the little screen pass to Swift, and he runs out of bounds after a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8. Boy, yeah, Fox is gonna make me go double box all the way until they kneel it. Surely they go to Philly now. There we go.
You would
Off
think
to
so.
Philly.
Come on. I'm still stuck on just the Browns game, the Browns 49ers game. So
let's squeeze in a Josh H super chat for 5. Will there be an undefeated team going into week 6? I hope we're talking about them right now. Second down and 8 for Philly from their own 11. Hurts in the gun, Swift to his right. Hurts takes a snap, play fake, 4-man pressure, looks left. That's going to be incomplete, batted at the line. He was trying to do the same dump-off play over to DeAndre Swift to the other side of the formation, and Josh Johnson got a hand on that one. It'll be third down and 8. You know when you got that Josh H super chat, letting everybody know this is what you're working for at the end of the third quarter, giving away the Salute to Service hoodie as it's gotten cold in Atlanta. I think it's getting cold everywhere else. Time to get your hoodies on. It's cold in MetLife today. All right, 3rd down and 8. 12:15 to go. Opening drive for Philly following the jet punt. 4 receivers. Brown and Goddard slot to the near side. Gainwell in now. Hurts takes a snap. Here comes a blitz. Steps up, looks left, throws, looking for A.J. Brown. Got it! That's a first down across the 21-yard line. There's he working on the backup backup cornerback for the Jets. And you expect that to be a common theme today, Josh, in terms of being able to work these cornerbacks. Is DirecTV or YouTube TV giving you the broadcast yet?
It is absolutely screwing me here.
Okay.
I'm with a couple people that have still just waiting. It is on commercial, and they have not flipped it over. It's ridiculous. So I'm listening to you. It sounds good so far, but
I see people saying that. That's crazy. All right, 1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Hurts in the gun, 2 receivers, including Boston Scott. Takes the snap, looking left, fires across the middle, back shoulder fade. Oh, a one-handed catch. Did he get it? It's DeVonta Smith, but he's out of bounds. Ooh, that would have been nice.
Man.
We're working on Breece Hall. That's Sauce Gardner's replacement. That was quite the attempt here. Let's see how close he got. 1. Yeah, it wouldn't have been legal in college, but geez. Plucked it out of the sky with one hand there. Oh my gosh. You're going to see that on Twitter. That was quite the attempt. 2nd down and 10. Mark Sanchez calling this game. Ex-Eagle and Jet. Interesting.
Yeah, there you go.
Hurts in the gun. Still haven't run Swift yet. Here's another pass. Dumps it off backfield to Swift. He falls out of bounds for a gain of 2 there. There's Breece Hall in the tackle again. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Philly has not run the ball yet. Swift will check out and will come Gainwell. 3rd down and 7.
Interesting. You would expect that they would have run the ball a little bit. Number 29 run defense in the league for the Jets, but go with a little passing game.
You would think. I guess so. All right. 3rd down and 7. 11:03 to go first quarter. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his left. Jets possibly showing pressure here. Hurts slows down to the snap count. Now calls for the football. Here comes a delayed slot blitz. Hurts takes a snap. Pressure coming. Hurts is hit. He rolls to his right. Still running. He's got a man draped on his back. Now he throws it, and it's caught. A.J. Brown for a first down. Oh, my goodness.
Let's go.
Hurts had a guy dragging him down. He somehow found A.J. Brown on a crossing route. I don't know how he did this. Wow, he has a slot corner draped on him. Did you see that?
I've just seen it now. Yeah, I just went live.
Oh, my goodness.
That is unbelievable. And with a toe drag from AJ. Oh, man.
There you go. Yep.
That is
Pink
incredible.
shoes in the drag. I got 23 on the play clock.
Okay.
I know it's sitting at 24. They're in the huddle.
All right. I think I'm about a play behind, most likely.
Okay.
That's what it looks like here. Because they're giving me a replay.
Okay, Hurts is trotting back onto the field right now. Let me know if you need a refresh. We'll see if we can sync up, though.
All right.
There's an official who is injured right now. So we are waiting. We're in a holding pattern. They're going to go to commercial break. All right. Let's seek in some super chats for our Salute to Service hoodie. We got Nate. He says, the 49ers still the best team in the NFC? No. Not if you have a loss next to your name. Not how that works. Not anymore.
Nope.
Get 2 entries into our hoodie giveaway.
Match you down.
And then we'll go Shane Baker. He's got 2. He says, love you all. Fly, Eagles, fly. Shane, we love you too. We appreciate it. Chance to get yourself a hoodie here a little bit later on at the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, so nice first down there. Potentially a good drive brewing from Philadelphia, who have been fantastic driving the ball in the opening possession. They scored, obviously, last week against the Rams on the Goddard touchdown, but at least we're able to score, whether field goal or touchdown, in each of the first couple of games. So the script from Sirianni and Brian Johnson have been pretty good. We'll see what it does going into this first drive.
All right. Hopefully get a little running game going on, because I was thinking we're going to get, DeAndre Swift, talk about the, you look at the red zone offense and the struggles. They definitely have been struggles. We've heard Jason Kelsey and a number of players talk about them, including the coaching staff. So if we can keep working this ball down the field, get into the red zone, that's where I'm going to be really curious, because the Jets, granted, they're losing some players, so I guess it doesn't really hold up, but they're, I think, 3rd in the league in red zone defense. So if you do something in this game, I mean, it's got to be a big confidence boost.
I agree. All right, let's asking who's hurt. It's a referee. A referee is hurt. Joseph Voss, 2 entries into our Salute to Service giveaway happening at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Match you down, Joseph.
Let's go Birds. Let's go Birds, Joseph.
Go
Man,
Birds.
these Sleep to Service hoodies look good. Every year, I think they do a great job on these. Excited to give one away here a little bit later on. Yeah, Patrick, it's the ref who's hurt right now. The ref. And we are almost to 100 likes on both of our shows. So if we could get the likes up, it helps people find it, find the best play-by-play that we can find on YouTube. That would be greatly appreciated. So we're still on commercial break. I'm watching Gordon Ramsay yell at people in the kitchen. So we're still waiting here.
Interesting to note, too. I know we didn't talk about this pregame, but the Jets are 0-12 against the Birds. I know you talked about that and kind of looking at it beforehand, but 0-12 all time against the Eagles. And Jalen Hurts is what I think today would be if he won 12th win in a row, a road game.
I think so.
Yeah, so 12's the number. That is it.
All right, here we go. Hurts in the gun, 28 seconds left on the play clock. Let me know where you're at. 24 now for Hurts, 22, 21.
I'm about a play behind. I'm coming back from the break, so
Jeez.
I'll try to refresh if I can.
Throws, that's caught. That's DeVonta Smith for a first down, gain of 11. I will pause mine then. It's so weird how yours is always about a play behind.
I know.
Just being further away from New York, I guess, than I am.
I suppose something like that.
Let me know when you get to Laura Oakman on the sideline.
All right, I'll let you know.
That is a first down for Smitty, officially. So this will be first down and 10. Still not at Laura Oakman?
Okay, just at Laura now.
Jeez. All right, I'm gonna pause, I guess. Let's see this play. Hurts takes the snap, and then they false started. Mailata jumped. All right, let me know when you get to the Mailata false start.
There it is. There's the false start. Just got it.
Jeez. Okay. All right. We should be a lot closer to being linked up. Oh, offsides actually. We'll take that.
Okay. Yep.
Sneak in 2 more super chats here. Josh H5 more. He says, "Why are Alberto and Penny on the roster if we don't use them?" That's a great question.
Yeah.
Don't ask us. I'd be bummed if I was Rashad Penny. I really thought they were going to use him a lot, but not at all.
That would be too. Yeah. I mean, something for the depth, I suppose. But, the Alberto, to me, it feels like it's a long-term thing. It feels like he's a project that Howie really had a lot of high hopes with. But, he's got to learn the offense, get in some plays, maybe later in the season.
Hurts to throw off the play fake. Here comes some pressure. He steps up. He's going to run. Tucks the football across the Jet logo, going across the 50. Slides safely down across the 46-yard line. I think he got enough for a first. A lot of running for 6 yards, but good enough for a first down.
Let's go. Being able to navigate, too. I mean, he's able to. You were talking about it in the pregame with Jake Asman, but the ability or the Jets' run defense has not been great, but certainly against mobile quarterbacks. And they made Russell Wilson look pretty good. And if it's Jalen Hurts is a step above that, so not too surprising. But I love the fact that we're starting to see Hurts make a little more plays with his legs, even though that one's kind of an ad hoc play there, but doing a little bit more.
Still sliding at the end to protecting himself. Play clock down to 4, 3, 2. Here's your first swift run right side. That'll be a first down for a gain of 1, maybe 2. I probably need to pause one more time to link up with you. Let's see. That should do it.
Okay, I was going to say I'm 34 on the play clock, 33, 32, 31, 30,
yep,
29.
Linked.
All right.
We're linked. All right, we're good. Let's get a Dan. Ooh, Lane Johnson is hurt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's grabbing his ankle.
Right ankle, yeah.
Ugh. MetLife Stadium already, huh?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about beforehand. Can you stay healthy in this one? But gosh.
Okay, jeez. Let's slide a super chat in here from Dan 20. He says, "Keep up the great work, boys. Fly Eagles fly." 20 entries, Dan, into our hoodie giveaway. Dan, we appreciate you. We got you down. End of the third quarter. Be sure to check in for that one. Boy, if Lane is seriously hurt here, and we don't know, they just went to break immediately. I'm going to check Twitter and see what Twitter is saying about Lane Johnson, but this could be a very quick, bad day.
Gosh, yeah, that was the hope. I mean, you had some, obviously, Slay and Jalen Carter and others that are being held out, maybe precautionary, possibly a more serious injury. We don't know for sure, but still, it's like, okay, with the way the MetLife field is, and that was the thought, get through this game. You want to win it naturally, but also with the injuries, stay healthy and early on like that. That's terrible.
He is limped off the field is the tweet I saw from Jeff McClain. Jack Driscoll is in right now. Yes. Okay, so he limped off. That's all I had. Slowly under his own power, he's going to head to the medical tent. Okay, the fact that he walked is a good sign. It doesn't guarantee anything, but if, we talk serious ankle injury, you're not walking off the field. So we will not pretend to be doctors, but I will say that this could be a little rough. I hate this field, says Wojak Horseman. I agree. It's a horrible, horrible field, and the more superstars that get hurt there, the more you wonder how much longer they can possibly keep playing at this field. But it's not Lane. We know the win-loss record with and without Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson cannot be a long-term issue, and you got the Dolphins pass rush next week.
Yeah, this needs to not be a too serious deal. Like you said, at least he was able to walk off. But, everyone knows this, but the lower leg injuries, just any leg injury, but lower leg injuries just seem to sometimes take a little bit longer. And all of a sudden you're like, gosh, you got to be kidding me. So maybe it's just a minor thing. He's going out for a couple plays. That's what we can hope. They possibly get it retaped. That would be my hope. But
he is walking to the
back
locker
and showing
room
him now. He's gingerly walking there. That is not. He's not even. He's just kind of walking on his heel there. That does not look great.
Here we go. They're going to show us the replay. Someone clearly rolled on it, right? Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Let's pray for a sprain. Nice, easy sprain. All right. Well, it's the reason you keep Jack Driscoll and Sua Opeta. They're now your starting right and tackle and right guard, and they're pretty good ones for being backups. So, 1st and 10, 8:11 to go. Hurts takes the snap, turn, gives Swift running right side, trying to go behind Driscoll. Doesn't get anything. Gain of 1. This will be interesting.
Didn't get much of a push there, but they're going to go behind the two guys of the backups on Driscoll and Sua Opeta on the first run.
Lane had ankle issues 2 years ago, wasn't it 2? Last year it was the abdomen. Why are there birthday things popped? Did you see that on the screen? That was crazy.
Yeah.
I have no clue what that. I have no idea what that is. Is that what I get whenever I do the peace sign? Okay, I have no idea. Let's ignore that. That was something else. Hurts in the gut on 2nd down and 9. He's going to throw. Clean pocket, fires. There's Smitty across the middle.
What a
Gains
catch.
about 6. Needed 9. It'll be 2 yards short. That was a great, great throw and a great catch there.
Able to snag it from Williams. Just barely had a step there, but you're right. Just a really good throw. Perfect position. Swift with strong hands there. Makes the catch. Bringing up a 3rd and 3. That's a new look, too. We haven't seen DeVonta, I don't think, any time this season in the backfield, lined up as a runner, but kind of didn't quite look like a Texas route, but very close to it over the middle.
It's the old halfback angle on Madden right there, just with Jalen Hurts, with DeVonta Smith. All right, 2 backs. Brown now motioned out of the backfield, 3rd down and 2. This would be a play fake. Boston Scott out the backfield to the 30.
Hey.
Boston Scott to the 27, and he shoved that about to the 22. It's not the Giants, but it's the Giants Stadium, and so naturally Scott is featured heavy early on this drive.
Might as well. It makes perfect sense to me. Honestly, I was faked out because I was looking at the motion with A.J. Brown, and then all of a sudden a fake handoff to Swift. But it is a great play call there. You get the defense to bite and a play action pass out of the backfield.
Smitty clears with his little slant route. That was great. 1st down and 10. Here's our turn quick throws to Swift on a bubble screen. He's going to get a nice block by DeVonta Smith, who's all over the field right now, and they got about 6 or 7. And Philly's offense against what is a very good Jet defense without Sauce Gardner. 2 starting cornerbacks are gone. We will acknowledge that, but still, they're looking very good on this drive, kind of backing up how they looked last week against the Los Angeles Rams.
Yep, and you see a similar play call in the bubble screen, but this time to Swift, and he takes it up the middle, unlike Quez bouncing it outside. So
how about that?
Undue shot, but
amazing how that works.
More yardage there.
Hurts takes a snap, tight end of the backfield. Goddard gets the ball out of the backfield. He tries to get a block with Zacchaeus and squeezes for a 1st down. So we've seen DeVonta Smith and now Dallas Goedert lined up in the gun to the left and right of Jalen Hurts. Goddard, little limp there. He walks off the field. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. You're right. You call it out there a little bit gimpy coming up. But again, you talk about this play calling. I mean, we're getting into the deeper pages of the play sheet because we haven't seen play calls in the first couple weeks, or the first 5 weeks of the season coming into week 6. But with Goddard there, he's kind of kneeling over. I don't know.
Yeah, something's not right.
Hey, I don't know. He's on the sidelines there.
All right, first down and 10. 5 to go in the first quarter. Hurts going to roll to his right. Is he going to tuck it? Is a flag. He is going to run, makes one man miss, and ducks safely out of bounds. This is in the area of defensive holding. We'll see what happens here. I see an issue. We got to change the title on our lives, Josh. It must have switched us back to the Rams as the title. So definitely do that on yours. I will do it on mine.
Gosh.
Yeah, I got to do that real quick. Good call out there. Yeah, that was dumb. Let's see if I can do that while I'm on here.
YouTube gets pretty ridiculous sometimes on these.
Yeah, it does. It does. Glad I was looking at the comment section there. It is a hold on the Jets, so it'll be an automatic first down for Philadelphia. First down and goal. Let's see if I can do this real quick. All right, first down and goal. Mine is switched from the 4-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Boston Scott is going to get this run, and this is going nowhere fast. He slides for a loss of about 5. That was not going to work, as Solomon Thomas was all up in his grill right there. And the Eagles are going to lose about 5. All right, we are now, say, the Jets. How about that? That's that should help out. Good call, though, people. We appreciate that. Yeah, it says Jets now. Yeah, there's Jack Driscoll. Yep. All right, we'll see how quickly that switches to saying Jets, because it doesn't say it on the YouTube channel yet, but hopefully it will. Mine has been switched. All right, second down and goal. Hurts in the gun. Takes a snap, Gainwell to his right. Now he's going to roll to the right. That pocket is collapsing. He's still looking. Now he fires end zone. That is incomplete. Good play there by James. He's trying to find Olamide Zaccheaus. Be third down and goal, and all of a sudden, you're missing your 2 starters on the right side of the offensive line, and offensive line's not looking too hot.
Yeah, you're forcing Jalen to move out of the pocket. It's good coverage by the Jets, but anytime you lose a guy like Pave the Lane, I think you're going to feel it. They're having the pressure and they're sending it too. I mean, they're going to put their best pass rusher out there and try to get pressure on Hurts. Not anywhere really to go with the ball. I mean, it's an okay throw, but not really anywhere to make a play.
18th play of the Eagles' drive comes on a third down and 10. Third down and goal from the 10. Gainwell to the left of Hurts. 4 receivers. Goddard back in. It's a design quarterback run. Hurts up the right side. He's got 2 men to beat. He's going to fall forward. Takes a shot at the end. He got back to about the 3-yard line. And now you wonder about some sort of 4th down call here. And it looks like the offense is going to stay.
It's going to be interesting to see this play call here.
I think so.
Notice Gainwell in during the red zone. I'm seeing that in the comments by several people. Of course, he's coming in for Swift. I don't fully understand that. But there was a little bit of not completely late, but kind of a semi-late shot there from, couldn't see who that was on the Jets who went in for the tackle. But the offense is on the field. They're going to go for it.
Hurts is going to empty it out here. Gainwell goes to the top of the screen. Brown and DeVonta Smith at the bottom. 2 on the play clock. Hurts cocks his foot. Takes a snap. Quarterback run. Hurts right side. He is not going to get it. Not going to get it. They're saying did he dive and get this? No, they're saying down at the 1.
Okay, down. Okay.
Ooh, that play call was a little obvious there on 4th down.
They're surely going to look at this, but because the Eagles players, especially Landon Dickerson, is saying he for sure got it. He's signaling touchdown. Hurts did reach at the end there, but then my initial concern was that he fumbled.
They're going to call it down at 1. At the 1. They obviously can challenge this. So it's a turnover because they're saying he fumbled it into the end zone, and then another person fell on the ball. So you can't recover it in the end zone. We're going to need to see where Hurts' arm went. I don't know. That was really close to getting across that line. They're going to go to commercial break. We're going to wait and see. Let's sneak in some super chats here from Josh H. He's got 2 more entries into our salute to service saying, ban turf! I agree. I totally agree with that. Hopefully Lane Johnson is okay. We'll look for an update here. It's going to be interesting to see how close his knee was to being down. That's what I want to know. regarding Hurts reaching for the end zone.
Yeah, that'll be close.
Let's see.
Got you down for the 2, Josh.
It looked like Hurts had a chance at getting this.
It's going to be close because he was right there. He was reaching and he was still up because, as he's going down, I think he had some guys on the ground. So it's not like he hit the ground there. And then he reached, and Olamide Zaccheaus is the one who, it almost looks like handoff because Zaccheaus took it from Hurts and then had it in the end zone. So I understand you can't advance the ball forward in that scenario. But from the very brief look we got before they went to commercial break, it looks like it's possible.
Boy, more red zone woes for Philadelphia there. It is what it is. It's always been a struggle. It was better last week, but man, you hate to have a 19-play drive and not be able to get any sort of points. As Kugai says that in the chat, saying red zone woes, oh no, yeah. Yeah, Ray says red zone voodoo, still weak in the red zone, says Glenn. Yeah, all true, all very true.
We're getting Vico, still hate these QB runs. Nate saying, dude, Hurts needs just to run. I want 2022 Hurts running ability. Stop restricting this kid. I don't know that. The question is, are they restricting him or is he kind of just limiting himself? Because, we've seen that elusiveness at times, but he's certainly sliding more, protecting himself more. And even on that QB run, that wasn't the same violent runner that Hurts was last year. We all saw him willing to take a shot. And, there's times where it's worth it. And there's times where it's let's live to fight another day. That to me looked like there was never a shot that he was going to score. And then because he kind of just gingerly ran for the first 2 or 3 yards and then got pushed to be close to score here. We'll see what they say, but that's close.
All right, I'm going to need to sign back in. So you take over for a second on play calling because my dumb YouTube TV hates me.
Oh, yes. All right, they are coming back from break. So let's see what the ruling is. Quarterback had the ball. Broke the plane.
Hey! Is it touchdown?
Touchdown.
All
Touchdown.
right.
Yes, he did it. Let's go. Woo! Yeah.
All
okay,
right.
So take back what we said about Jalen. He's been running phenomenal. That's fantastic.
The red zone play calling is fantastic.
The end justifies the means, I guess.
Extra point good. I'm going to have to resync with you here. So let me know. We'll do that in a second. Wow, 19-play drive. Yeah, it looks like it did cross. It looked like it did cross. All right, they're showing it us one more time. We're going to sneak some super chats in for our salute to service hoodie at the end of the third quarter. Benjamin Neal said they had Gainwell in again in the red zone. Enough! We agree, Benjamin. 3 entries, though, for you. Great job. Or great comment, I would say, because we all agree. Gainwell in the red zone doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm surprised they overruled this because they called it down on the field, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Nate Perron says, so Josh, hope you lose in fantasy. But on a side note, do you feel like they're restricting Hurts' running ability? I feel like we had a TD. Well, I guess we did have a TD, huh?
Right, but we were feeling like we weren't for a second there. I feel like that there is a little bit on both. I do. I feel like Sirianni has told Hurts and the staff's told him, hey, protect yourself whenever you can. But I think that he's doing it personally as well. Because, we know that Hurts on the field, even if he's kind of gingerly running at times or just cautiously running, is much better than our other option we'd go to as a backup. We've seen enough to know that. But I think that it's a little bit on both sides. Yeah. Hopefully I'm going to win, though. I'm up 105-95, but we've got a barn burner in fantasy. I appreciate that, Nate.
Two more from Josh H. You got Nate's 5, then 2 more from Josh H. saying touchdown Jalen Hurts. So
Yep. Got that
all
one.
Right.
Got you.
Let's make sure that we are synced up here because I had to
just
refresh.
had a pick.
Oh yeah, I got to pause.
And it is
Let
out
me
of the back
know
of the
when
end
they
zone.
show you Nick Sirianni. Give me when you show you Sirianni. If we got a second for the second drive for the Jets.
All right, I got the Jets back on the field and just showing Sirianni now.
All right.
Ninth NFL coach all time to start 5-0 in consecutive seasons. How about that?
Pretty crazy. All right, first down to 10. 13 to go in the play clock. 12, 10. Empty set for Zach Wilson in the gun. Here comes a blitz by Nakobe Dean. Quick throw outside to Breece Hall. He tries to split Bradbury and Blankenship. He gets across the 30. He gain a 6.
There you go.
There's a
Sending that
Nakobe
kind of
Nadeem.
delayed pressure. Was he? I was late, obviously, because
It
it was
was.
stuck on the Browns 49ers. But was Dean on the field for the
I
first
didn't see
defensive
him.
possession?
I didn't see him.
Okay.
I think it was Morrow and Cunningham. I could be wrong, though. Boy, 7-0 feels a lot different than turnover rundowns at the 1. That is for sure. Now you make Zach Wilson have to drive. Shotgun. Second down and 4 from the 32-yard line. Takes a snap. 4-man rush. Looks right. Throws. That's caught. Garrett Wilson. Gain of 5. He needed 4. It's a first down for the Jets. Good tackle there from Reed Blankenship. And that is a matchup we'll be keeping an eye on here is Garrett Wilson versus these Eagle, both corners and safeties with all the injuries to both Darius Slay and Justin Evans.
Yep, you want to see what this can do here. Again, we're thin at that area, but, Sidney Brown not going, potential of making a move coming soon. But I'm keeping my eye on Nakobe Dean, who's obviously out there now. I'm not sure if he was out there that first possession, but yeah, next to Morrow.
First down and 10. Takes a snap, turn, give. That's a throw to Dalvin Cook to the right side, and he's going to fall out of bounds for a gain of 3. He was a healthy scratch last week in their win against Denver. Looks like he's active today. So gaining about 3, be second down and 7. Nate Perron throws a super chat. 2 entries in. Just saying this because, damn, I love this channel. LFG, we appreciate that. 2 entries into our hoodie giveaway.
Appreciate that. Hope you lose in fantasy, though. But there you go. Got you down for the entry.
Playing each other in the same fantasy league. I love it. All right. Second down and 8. Wilson under center. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Dalvin Cook, the lone setback. Another motion Lazard across the formation. Turn, give Cook. He's got a nice hole and falls across for a first down. Morrow and Dean combine there for a tackle. So the indication appears that it'll be Dean and Morrow, and Cunningham goes to the bench, at least so far early on in this in this game.
I don't have a problem with that, honestly. I mean, I think we all know how good that Morrow has played, being ranked, depending on what the grading that you're using, third best linebacker through 5 weeks. So you got to keep him on the field for sure. But I don't mind this lineup, especially with the way the Jets try to run the football.
I'm going to go 3 tight ends tight to the formation on a first down and 10. Maybe the last play of the first quarter. Under center, takes a snap, play fake, pressure coming, throws right side, caught. That's Garrett Wilson. He went right in front of James Bradbury again, had to go up and get it. It's a gain of about 12. And the Jets do not have to run another play if they want to end the first quarter. What a very fast first quarter at that.
That's interesting there. He's coming up, showing like he's pressing, but then he comes out, bails from that, and then it's a slant route. But, I mean, that's all day. Bradbury is, 3-4 yards of separation there on the slant?
And we will head to quarter number 2. Philly 7, the Jets nothing. The Jets driving, though, here.
Okay, well, you got the lead. I mean, that's a positive. We got the score there. We made a good possession, good drive on offense. See what the defense can do here. Get a little stop or something. We're getting some comments here. Sean saying, man, watching Dean looks like he's confused. Let's see. Mark Perry, Dean ain't the guy either. Nate, I appreciate it. All love. Yeah, likewise. But I mean, come on. Can we really say that Dean's not the guy yet? It's so early in the game here.
Yeah,
I get that
early.
I mean, you can look at it, sure, a little concerning or, shaking off a little rust perhaps. I don't know, but come on, let's see a few more possessions.
All right, so commercial, Eagles, really good opening drive. Defense is backpedaling a little bit here, but so far so good. I'm trying to get an update on the Lane Johnson situation. It'd be nice to get a tweet if they officially rule him out, they make him questionable. I have not seen any sort of update to that yet, so we'll keep an eye there.
They did say questionable. I don't know if you saw that. We went to the locker room and they said questionable to return.
Okay, so no update since then. Okay.
I think Josh Valentino and a couple others, just tweeted that a little bit. And EJ Smith just said Nakobe Dean has the green dot right now. So as far as Morrow and Dean being on the field, Dean is getting the play calls in.
All right, well, waiting for the second quarter to get going here. Right, make sure we're all set up. All right, we're sitting at 117 likes. We got 400 people watching between both channels. So if we could get that up to the 400s, that would be quite amazing. We would greatly appreciate that. So if you want to hit the thumbs up button, that would be amazing.
I mean, these quarters seem to go by pretty quickly. I'm not going to lie. Whenever we've been doing these games with as many long drives as the Eagles have had to put up, you talk about the 19-play, 91-yard drive, and we had a 17-play last game, 15-play. It's really long drives that burns the clock. I know that helps the defense out, but already to the second quarter, that feels kind of crazy.
All right, second quarter. Aaron Rodgers, you see him throwing pregame? Those dolphin noises are really working, huh? It's crazy he doesn't have crutches yet.
I mean, something about that. I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous, not gonna lie. The fact that he is so far along, you wouldn't think that he had that surgery, but
you wouldn't.
Here you go. Second quarter. Jets with the ball at the 37-yard line. Wilson in the gun. All to his left, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, throws deep shot, left side. It is caught but out of bounds.
No, out of bounds.
Caught but out of bounds. Looks like Conklin, I believe, was the intended target, and Reed Blankenship in coverage.
Really, really good coverage there by Reed Blankenship. He doesn't get his head around, but he gets his arm up and times this. Yeah, that is really well. Yeah, and obviously out of bounds.
Yeah. That's the ghost. Making the stop, brings up a 2nd and 10. And there may be an injury down on the field.
It's a Jet. The rookie right guard is down. I don't see the name. They just said, yeah. Boy, being a home team must stink to play that stupid stadium multiple times a year.
Yeah.
Goodness, or multiple times every single month. It's got to be brutal.
They got to fix that, right? I mean, I think we saw some reports. Are they going to make them change the turf, or is that still a rumor at this point?
You would think.
There's only so many injuries that you can see on that field, really. Well, good news is you're leading here 7-0. The Niners lost. So, long way to go, but you could be the only undefeated team after this game in the NFL.
Also, Bradley Roby has not checked in yet, but Eli Ricks has taken over for Josh Jobe on the opposite side of the field from James Bradbury, at least so far in this drive. Keep an eye on that. That would be very interesting. As we all like Ricks, and not a lot of us like Jobe, and so the ability to see him out there and playing against Garrett Wilson one-on-one, we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
A little bit, keep an eye on that one. That's a true test. I know that Ricks played well on the outside against the Colts starters in the preseason. Granted, that's the preseason, and lots of things change from there. But that's a bit of a step up.
Quite the step up, yeah. Boy, this must be a bad injury. We got a long commercial break here. Really long commercial break.
Sean Sarkis says, I benched Wilson. Was that Garrett Wilson? I'm late on this comment section, but you benched Garrett Wilson? I mean, Thomas, you have Garrett Wilson, right? You played him?
I have him in our league.
Okay.
I did not bench him. I definitely would be playing.
I was going to say,
him against Eagles secondary right now. Only has about 4 or 5 points, but still, I would definitely play him.
Yeah,
definitely play him.
From what we've given up so far, I'm very pleased with Desai's defense. Not gonna lie, but yeah, what we've given up to receivers, you kind of have to, and the injuries coming into the game.
All right, they're back.
Okay.
So now you have a rookie lineman gone, so you're getting another backup there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like he's off the field. I don't know to what extent, but hopefully nothing too serious. Never like to see those. Definitely in this stadium for sure. But 14:54 on the game clock. 2nd and 10. Wilson in the empty set. Derek Barnett, they just showed, is on the field. Along with, looks like, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, and BG on the pass rushing front. Wilson takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Has a little time. Now going to step up and try to run to his left to Kobe Dean and Chase, and forces him out of bounds, but looks like he may be just a bit short for a first down to bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's a good run by Zach Wilson. Really good run by Zach Wilson. He outran Kobe Dean to this pylon, or to the first down marker, and I think he got the first down.
Did they give it to him? Okay. Good pressure from Jordan Davis. It is 3rd and 1. Take a handoff, quick handoff to, looks like Breece Hall there.
It was, yeah.
Okay, yep. And it
a
was a first down, but it was a flag, I was going to say.
Saul is pointing towards Philly. I think it's, did they get offsides? Or did they have 12 men on the field? Yeah, Eagles had 12 men on the defense,
players.
So doesn't matter. First down either way.
Yeah, Jets went, hurry up. Looks like they got him caught, maybe with some substitutions possibly. Yep. I can't tell. Was that Zach? Yep, Zach Cunningham trying to run off the field.
They got to be motioning for him to run a little faster. He kind of pulled up there at the end.
Yeah. It's a little confusing because Desai's gone with Cunningham and Morrow kind of rotating in and out. So I don't know if that confused it, but brings up a first down. Wilson in the gun, takes the snap, throws left side, incomplete. Intended for McCole Hardman there. And James Bradbury, very close on that one, but incomplete.
Very close. Boy, that's when you jump and take back for 6. That looked really easy. Okay, I thought we were getting an update on Johnson, but it's to the Jets offensive lineman.
Yeah, it sounds like did they say he's out, or it sounded like definitely not likely to return?
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
Right guard. All right, Wilson takes the snap now in the gun, handoff to Dalvin Cook, and brought down after a gain of about 2 as Hassan Reddick brings him down there.
All right, 3rd down and 8. All right, here's Wilson working on Roby this last possession, and he was completely blanketed. Good double-covered bracket there by Roby and Dean. Ooh, Garrett Wilson's a little bit hurt here.
Dang, they're showing he just
Jeez, that turf,
hobbling
man.
there. This is terrible.
That turf is just...
3rd and 8. 13 on the play clock. Wilson in the gun. Lazard in motion right. Now trips right, and there's movement up front. False start.
Boy, with this turf, this is a game you want to get a lead and get your starters out in as quickly as possible. You want to not play them for half the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
If you can be a big enough lead because, geez, this turf is just... It's hold your breath. It's hold your breath all game long right now for Philadelphia.
It really is, and it's crazy the fact that it seems to happen so much, but it's this type of, I don't know, it's like, I'd love to see the percentages because I know it's a lot more than normal, but I just love to see the differences in this field versus any other because it's like every time there's going to be a significant injury. As Wilson takes a snap, 3rd and 13, rolling out to his right, firing a deep shot and out of bounds. Incomplete, 4th down.
Jeez, that was like 5 yards out of bounds. It wasn't even going to be close to completing it there.
Give up on the play.
Good stop. Field goal time. Good stop, Sean.
All right, going to bring up a field goal try here.
$43 yards. All right, well, we saw the 49er kicker. 49er kicker missed this earlier. Just give the Niners their first loss to a 3rd-string quarterback in the Browns. Got to like that. Let's see what happens here.
Yep. Zerline from the left hash. Snaps good, holds good. It is up and telling left.
Left.
Did he made it. Oh, sneaked it in left side. I thought he missed it. I thought he missed that one.
I thought for sure that missed. Oh, man. All right. 7-3. Commercial break. Darn.
Man,
I can't believe he made that.
I would love the close-up on that one because that was so close there. I mean, honestly, I was getting ready to say he missed it, and then, they zoomed in so close they couldn't see the ref, so I was like, maybe. But.
Yeah. All right,
as we're going back here, we got some comments. Still the Nakobe Dean hate. I mean, come on. Like, V. Mayer, time to trade Nakobe. These next couple games, we need him to play well. What the heck? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I get, yes, we have good linebackers, but if anything, you're not trading him. Like, if anything, you have him as a depth linebacker. Why in the world would you trade Nakobe Dean?
Yeah, doesn't make sense. They're not going to trade Nakobe Dean. Not at all. Not after he was really, really good in training camp and then just got injured. Not like he was benched. He got injured and Morrow played out of his mind. If Morrow hadn't played this well, we wouldn't be saying this at all.
Yeah, no doubt. I understand frustration possibly and the fact that we have guys, but if anything, it's just a blessing in disguise. You say, hey, great. Now all of a sudden we don't have linebacker concerns because we've got some some great players, some great depth. Appreciate everybody in the chat here. Nate, despite playing fantasy, I appreciate he says the Philly Special Show, hands down the best Eagles football channel you could ever watch. Well, I appreciate that, but make sure everyone subscribe to both channels. Mine and Thomas here, trying to give you the latest Eagles content, and kudos to Thomas because he is for sure the fastest. I don't know how you do it, honestly, but like as soon as news breaks, I mean, you got to show up there in like 2 hours, it feels like, maybe less, but make sure to subscribe. We appreciate all the support, and make sure to hit the like button. What are we at now?
What are we at? We're at 147.
All right, let's get it up to 200.
We can get
Let's do it.
Yeah, Josh, you got to remember, I don't have kids yet, so my editing takes a little less time because I don't have kids waiting on me. But yes, I appreciate it. All right. Boy, I think we're watching a lot of commercials today. But it looks like they're coming back.
You are planning a wedding, though. I mean, I know how that takes.
Doesn't mean I'm planning on having kids yet.
Yeah. No rush there.
Boy, they're showing the replay of this field goal.
See it now.
It goes over the top. Yeah, it was good. It was good by about a football length. That was close, though. Tommaso says ban the tush push, or ban the turf before the tush push. Boy, I don't know about you, but every time I call it the tush push in my show, I get about 9 comments saying, don't call it the tush push, it's the brotherly shove.
Yeah, I just stopped saying it.
It's the brotherly
You
shove.
can't say it anymore because as soon as you do, you're going to get annihilated. But as we know, hey, you say something wrong and you get annihilated regardless. I called Kobe Dean a former first rounder.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your comment to just pile on. But
you stupid idiot. What do you know? Yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put yourself out there,
Yep.
You record something and you're like, oh, wow, I did say that. I didn't remember it, but I did say it.
My bad. It's fine.
It was the kickoff out of the end zone. So touchback, bring the Eagles offense back out on the field. Look at that. They're showing a graphic here. The longest QB road win streaks. Jalen Hurts at 11. If he gets this one, it would be 12, and he would be up there with Tom Brady and Joe Montana. Is the only other QBs in NFL history that have more consecutive road wins.
Pretty crazy.
That's crazy. All right, Hurts empty set, takes a snap, 4-man pressure, fires a shot over the middle, complete. A.J. Brown up to the 40-yard line and brought down for a gain of about 15, a first down.
Wyatt Kelsey pointing out the pink shoes on that play. That was wide open across the middle here, working on the third-string cornerback Hall. This is just a simple in-route. Hurts has tons of time. I mean, geez, there's no pressure there. You catch it, make a couple moves, and first down Philadelphia. Jeez, he is open. Look at that. That's one of the players you don't think you want to leave open would be the one wearing pink shoes today, but for whatever reason, he's had a nice first 2 drives.
A little surprising to see. You're right. The pink shoes don't seem to help, I guess, but Hurts takes the snap now. A little more pressure, breaks a tackle, now moving to the right side, rolling out, looking downfield, complete. It's Olamide Zaccheaus and a gain of about 3 or 4 and brought out of bounds. So a gain brings up a 2nd and 6.
I think it's the 3rd time Hurts has broken a tackle of a free rusher, just kind of slides off of him and then makes a little play to the right for a gain of 5. A good scene on Olamide Zaccheaus, so you're going to see a lot more of the next couple of weeks as Philadelphia without Quez Watkins for the next now 4 games, this one and 3 more. And so Oz doing some Oz things there. You got to like it.
Love to see it. And interesting to keep an eye on Driscoll there, as he was the one that allowed pressure. Seems to be a couple plays now, but 2nd and 5. Fake handoff to Swift over the middle. Complete. On the hands to DeVonta Smith, but just dropped it there. Little high, but he dropped it.
Yeah, that looked a little high here. This is an RPO, and they actually had a running lane if they wanted to, but little high on the slant route for DeVonta Smith. He trots off the field on 3rd down. They're telling us right now Lane Johnson is questionable with an ankle injury, so not officially ruled out yet. But the odds of him walking back out before halftime are probably pretty slim. We'll probably know more as we get closer to quarter number 3.
Yep. 11:52 on the game clock in the second quarter. 7 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 5. A.J. Brown in motion. Now trips left. Hurts in the empty set. Jets showing pressure. Not going to bring it. 4-man pressure. Takes a snap over the middle. A.J. Brown complete. First down up to the 48-yard line. Brought down now into Jets territory.
He has Hayes draped over him, and this is just the strength of A.J. Brown. As soon as the ball hits his hands, you're not going to push it out of there. You're not going to punch out this football. A nice little 10-yard in. What a catch. And then protects the football as he takes a hit into the Jets territory. Another first down.
Hurts now in the gun again, taking the snap. Complete to Smitty. Short gain to the right side. Brought down almost immediately. A gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 10 after 2nd and 8 after Smith again was as lined up as a running back. Another unique set.
He's the H-back there. This is a little twist. You might try to be showing this to the Miami Dolphins, maybe Vic Fangio, just a little wrinkle that they weren't prepared for. They had to think about it a little more watching the Eagle-Jet film going into the monumental matchup that you and I will be at a week from today.
I love to see it because, quite honestly, I felt like in the past weeks it was Hurts in the gun, and running back to the side. That's it. But a little bit different. This is normal, though. Hurts in the gun with Gamble to his left. Fake handoff. Now looking over the middle. Pressured. Screened pass doesn't work as he's looking downfield and just throws it away. The Jets read that immediately.
That's RPO left. This is going to be an eligible man downfield, too, because this is supposed to be a run. And if it's not a run, you got to throw it immediately on the backside of this formation. And now they're going to most likely get, I think, Driscoll for being ineligible downfield would be my guess. There it is. Yep. Yeah, that happens with these RPOs. That's something Jalen's got to understand, that if he doesn't end up throwing it, you got to basically tuck it and run it yourself, because you're going to cost yourself a loss of down and a loss of a couple yards.
Yeah, that was almost immediately. Like you say, didn't throw it, and, as a lineman, you're kind of worried about who you're blocking. You're not really able to see what's going on behind you, but I think that Driscoll felt that it was a running play at that point. Moves the ball back now. 3rd and 9. Ball at the 47 of the Jets. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his right. Now Gainwell in motion out to the left side. He takes the snaps. Jets bringing pressure. Gets it off complete to Goddard. And
he fumbled.
Dropped. Is it a fumble? It's a fumble picked up by Quinn Williams. Going to run all the way back to the 45 of Philly before he's brought down. Turnover. Ball to the Jets.
Boy, did this get ripped out or did it get knocked out of his hands? This is a screen pass to Goddard that wasn't going to work anyway because they didn't block it very well.
No.
I think this is going to be a fumble. I think this is going to be, let's see.
Man, that had the opportunity there.
This is really close.
I want to see it much closer because at first I was like, man, is that too quick?
Yeah.
But they ruled it on the field. I don't know that they'll overturn that. But, man, if that had been blocked well, Goddard had so much room because a screen pass with that much of blitz pressure from the Jets, and that was bound to pick up a first down and a lot more.
It's going to give the Jets some good field position here, too. Let's squeeze in a super chat, which we all can agree with. Thumbs up for Josh here. 2 more entries into our jersey giveaway. Make sure you sub to both channels whenever we do this in the end of the third quarter. He says Oz is greater than Watkins, which I think most Eagle fans in my comment section of my show this week would agree. We're not going to have to argue it for the next 4 weeks because Oz is going to be the guy, and there will be no Quez Watkins because he is on IR. So, appreciate
I would agree.
Super chat, though.
Yes, agree with that. And I've got a couple comments here actually asking maybe some new guys. I know we flashed up there for the super chat and getting in on the entry, but Sean posted it here asking what is the link to Thomas's show, because they may be subscribed here, but let me put that one up.
I just posted it as well.
Okay, let me make sure and get that one just in case. If you're wanting to get in on the entry, the super chats count as long as you're subscribed to both. So we will get that in for you.
There you go.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I know it's been the common theme. You're mentioning Quez and Oz with that super chat, but yeah, that's seems like most everyone is on. I haven't heard I've heard a couple. I'm not gonna lie, there have been a couple Quez supporters saying, "Hey, let's not give up on him. He's still got some, value. Obviously, he's got a lot of speed. That's without question. I don't think you can argue the speed, but what exactly are we gonna do there?" So, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I think naturally with him being on IR, he's going to be out for a while. So what that's going to look like, we'll see. But Oz has an opportunity. So
That's
coming
going to
back from
go as an
commercial break.
interception, by the way, because Quentin Williams caught that out of the hands of Dallas Goedert. So that is going to go for an interception for the big Pro Bowl defensive tackle for the Jets. That is a bummer. And they have good field position here. Come on, defense.
That is big time, yeah. All right, 1st and 10 for the Jets at the Philly 45. Handoff to Breece Hall. He met immediately. Stonewall. Josh Sweat, a loss of 4.
Jeez, and he's going up against Mekhi Becton, one of their first-round draft picks, and boy, Becton just got obliterated, and Josh Sweat basically tackled 2 people there.
That was a big-time play. Just blew it up immediately as they're showing the replay. Yeah, I didn't realize that he caught it.
I didn't either, but he
showing
did.
That Quentin Williams did, yeah, easily a pick.
You were right. If this is blocked well, Goddard scores a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, hit all day. Gosh. All right, 2nd and 13, though, after the loss in the run. Wilson takes a snap, 4-man pressure, filling it now, and brought down.
There
it's a
you
sack.
go.
Hassan Reddick. There it is again. That's 4 sacks in 3 games since the thumb cast was removed. So for those counting.
All right. All my quest or my Hassan Reddick hate is starting to look really bad. He's really picked it up. My goodness.
It was the motivator. That's what people need sometimes.
I guess so.
As big old JD might have been there if Reddick hadn't gotten that sack. So kudos to Jordan Davis for not stopping. Brings up a 3rd and 13 now. Could be a big stop after the turnover. 8 on the play clock, 7, 6. Wilson in the empty set takes a snap, 4-man pressure, fills it, now moving up. He's got a little space to run, going to take off and slide down at the 40, but short. It brings up a 4th down and 5.
This is go for it territory here. I know Wilson's walking towards the sideline, but come on. You're a 2-win football team. You're going against the 5-0 Eagles. You get a 4th down and 5, and right now, your defense hadn't stopped the Eagles yet. It was kind of a fluke turnover that got them their one stop of the day. You're going to kick a field goal here with Greg Zuerlein? No, they are going to go for it. Okay.
Stay on.
It looked like he was walking off the field. Here you go, 4th and 5.
Yeah, I'm with you. This is one that if you're the Jets, you don't settle. You got to go for it. And they're going to try 3 for 4 this season. The Jets are on 4th down. Wilson in the gun. Hall to his right. Philly showing pressure. Going to bring only 4. Wilson with time. Now going to roll out to the right side. Still looking downfield. Chased by Reddick. Throws to the right side. Complete, but short of the 1st down. It's a yard short turnover on down. Zach Cunningham on coverage for Tyler Conklin.
Yeah, this is half a yard short. Good
Big
stop
time.
on downs. All right. Yeah,
that's my fantasy defense too.
This is Zach Wilson's 4th read. He looked all across the left side and then had to come back with Reddick in his face. Good catch there by Conklin, but he's facing the wrong direction. It'd be a turnover on downs.
I'd love to see the coverage downfield. Obviously good enough that Wilson wasn't going to throw it there, so kind of dropped it back. Interesting look from Desai too, because it showed pressure. It looked like pressure until Wilson took the snap and then kind of aborted out of that or set up kind of in more to dropping back in coverage. But that's big time, especially a turnover. Unfortunate with the pick. Hurts fantasy owners aren't going to like that because it felt like not exactly Hurts. Not exactly Hurts struggles there, but Goddard not able to hold on. The pick there, you think maybe Jets are moving down, but yeah, there you go. Ball back to Philly.
All right, back to commercial break here. It's what we've been doing a lot of early on in the second quarter. 7-3, Philly gets the ball back. We appreciate the 500 people watching right now. Thumbs up. We're at 169 likes. If you want to like the show, we would greatly appreciate getting to 200 before halftime. That'd be pretty fun. As we are doing it all season long, except for next week, because we are going to be in Philly for the Dolphins-Eagles game. Although we might try and do a pregame or something. I don't know. We're going to figure that out.
That would be fun. We got to figure out something. We're going to we'll have some sort of giveaway as well. Not sure what that will be either, but even though we'll be in Philly. All right, back from the break. So Eagles get the ball at the 36-yard line, 12 on the play clock. Hurts in the gun. Zacchaeus in motion left. Fake handoff, looking downfield. Now going to take a deep shot over the middle to A.J. Brown. He's just, oh my gosh, overthrows him. Incomplete. He had a step, and that would have been 6.
Boy, I thought that he had a chance here, even with it being overthrown. A.J. Brown only put one hand out. Does he not think it's coming? I mean, this is a straight corner and then come back to the post route here. And he does slow down a little bit.
Oh, he did, yeah.
And then he realized it was coming over. Oh. That's a great throw by Jalen Hurts. That's a walk-in touchdown.
Mark Sanchez says, man, you got to go get that. You can't slow up. That would have been it for sure. Hurts now second down. Swing pass to Swift. Complete up to the first down marker. He might have got it. Looks like he did. First down.
Not a lot of running for DeAndre Swift or the Eagles so far in this first half, but they've done a lot of Swift out of the backfield catching. That's his 4th for 22 yards. And a good 10-yard gain of what could have been 5 based on the position of the safety, the left side of the field.
Good play. Keep moving it downfield. Driscoll with a good pickup on the play there. Kind of Lane Johnson-esque with the step back. That always real borderline on the early motion, but taking some tips from Lane Johnson, who's questionable return. Now Hurts going to hand off to Swift. Left side gains about a yard. That's it. Brings up a 2nd and 9 at the Philly 48.
Yeah, this is an interesting drive for Philly. You got 7:30 to go in the second quarter. So you take 5 minutes off here. You're going to then force the Jets to, 2-minute drive, and then you get the ball back because you deferred to start the game. And so a really good kind of hybrid 2-for-1 opportunity here if they can score and either eat the entire clock or eat most of it.
See what they could do here. 2nd and 9, 8 on the play clock, 7, 6, 5. Hurts taking the snap. Going to look to the left side. He's complete. A.J. Brown wide open up to the 35. Now breaks the tackle to the 30.
Oh!
Left side. Got some room to the 20. The 15.
Go!
Yeah,
Go!
5. Go!
Oh,
3-yard
man.
line. Almost a touchdown, but huge play from A.J. Brown, who was left inexplicably wide open and breaks a couple tackles.
Makes up for that, low effort or slow up on that deep ball. This is supposed to just be about a 12-yard in. Sits in the middle of that zone and then bounces off of Mosley, bounces off of Hall, and then it's off to the races. You forget how fast he is. It's not just speed and strength, or not just strength and size. It's speed, too, with A.J. Brown. I mean, geez, he's 5 yards short, first down and goal.
Gosh, I thought he had that one. All right, ball at the 3, first and goal. Hurts in the gun. Got Swift in there. Interesting. Handoff Swift. Immediately brought down. Wow, who was that? That was Williams there that breaks through a loss of about 3 or 4 there.
Whose idea is it to put Swift in during red zone? Terrible play call. Just awful.
I was so hopeful for that play to work because I'm still a huge, and I know that's obviously with a lot of sarcasm, but I mean, come on. The first play, of course, that's going to be a negative situation there. Let's see if they give it to him again. All right, ball all the way back to the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal. 5:40 in the second quarter. Hurts in the gun. Swift still into his right. Takes a snap. 4-man pressure. Looking right. Has Swift caught at the 1. Breaks a tackle. Pushes in. Touchdown. Agent Zero. What an effort.
Wow. This is that Texas route, that halfback option out of the backfield. And Swift, he caught it. He pinballs off a couple people. The lower body control to stay up. Good throw by Hurts. And the Eagles are starting to roll here 13-3.
That was big time there. Love to see that. Especially, again, we've said, get Swift involved, get him in the red zone. And the first play didn't work out, but you're right. You get him in that situation, the receiver that he is. And Hurts helps, actually. It's a little bit behind, but he's kind of throwing it where Swift doesn't take a big shot there. I think that helps him with the balance as the PAT is up and good. So 14-3 for Philly. And, I mean, I'm saying, we know RB1, but even in the red zone, I think that's your answer. Just keeps the defense honest. You got to have him in there.
Eagles offense has not been stopped. It was purely a bad play by Dallas Goedert that kind of pinball the ball into the hands of Quinn and Williams to do the only turnover of the game. But right now, we're looking at a double-digit score. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. This is going exactly the way that you would hope as an Eagle fan. Exactly as you would hope.
Completely. You got the defensive rest, like you say. You're marching down the field. The play calling, I'm loving it because you're also getting just some extra wrinkles, things that we haven't talked about or seen in the first 5 weeks. And, it's going to continue to get better. And that's what Sirianni said, Brian Johnson as well. But the red zone issues or concerns, I mean, now you're sitting here, you're 2 for 2. You're in the red zone. This is a good Jets defense that's number 3 in the league in terms of defensive efficiency in the red zone. And you've got your answer so far. You could argue or say, it was a little bit lucky. Hurts barely got it, but it still counts. I mean, they converted. You scored a touchdown in the opening drive. You scored a touchdown there. To your point, it's just a little bit of a kind of fluky, unfortunate play with Goddard, but you got to like what you've seen so far.
Yep, totally agree. We appreciate you guys watching with us right now. Keep in mind, at the end of the third quarter, we're giving away the Salute to Service hoodie in your size. Hopefully they still have them, but they should. Drop a super chat and sub to both channels for your chance to go ahead and get the hoodie. We do it at the end of the third quarter for every single Eagles game that we do live stream stuff. So jump in on that.
Absolutely, yes. And Nate is trying to bargain. He says, listen, Josh, if you send me that hoodie, I'll let you win in fantasy this week.
Hey,
I appreciate the offer, but, to
not
try
a
to
bad
keep
gig.
keep it above board here. Let's make sure that we're not, although Sean follows up saying, hey, Nate, the family members always win. So, did your dad, I feel bad for your dad because he did win the first spin, but, we appreciate the support, but we can't make it look like it's rigged. So we obviously spun the wheel again, and Cranky Cletus was the one who got that. So,
yes.
Congrats to him there. Should be sent out today, but we will get you the confirmation on the email once that gets done.
Yep. Totally agree. All right, another commercial break. Keep rolling these, man. I miss 1 o'clock games. They were my favorite, but the Eagles don't have 1 o'clock games anymore. Doesn't exist.
Hardly ever.
Does
when
not
is
exist.
the next? I forgot now. I used to know. When is the next noon game? It takes forever.
I am not sure. All right, what was that? A 6-play, 54-yard scoring drive? Agent 0, 6 catches on the day so far. All right.
Got him in fantasy. Got to love it in one of the leagues.
Yeah. Red zone worked that time too, huh? How about the red zone? 2 for 2.
I'm loving what I'm seeing. All right, kickoff here, and it will be into the end zone, touchback. Jets will get the ball with 5:32 in the second quarter. As a couple of quick look of scores around the league, the Lions are beating the Bucks 10-3. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Cardinals actually beating the Rams 6-3. Very low scoring. 4 minutes left in the second quarter, and the Raiders, probably not too surprisingly, as poor as the Patriots have played, but beating the Pats 13-3 at half.
There you go. Already at halftime in that game, too. That's pretty crazy. All right, here you go.
Jets
Come on,
now.
defense.
Ball at the 25, under center. Wilson, play action, looking left side. Now he's going to throw, and incomplete, just short. Intended receiver was Garrett Wilson, but Blankenship came up to lay a little bit of a hit on the end.
Looks like Garrett Wilson back after that little bit of an injury a couple of possessions ago. Didn't have an update. He comes back out. He looks okay. That was a really well-blocked kind of max protect. Not going to call it a shot play, but they tried to get about 15 to 20 to Garrett Wilson there. And now you have an injured, looks like Eli Ricks for Philadelphia as he's sitting up and pointing down at his legs.
Man, how many
You can't afford that, huh? He's wincing pretty hard. And they go back to commercial break. All right. Jeez. So 2 down, turf 2, Philly 0. Turf 2, Philly 0.
Just hate to see it. This is, again, you just want to get out of this one with as few amount of injuries. Hopefully it's not too serious with Lane Johnson, who's questionable to return. I mean, I doubt that we'll see him come back.
Yeah.
If the game were to get in jeopardy, maybe, but it still feels like one of those that you don't want to force with the way this field is. The fact that it's already an ankle injury, I doubt you're going to see him return. And then, you got an Eli Ricks situation here. So looks like update on Twitter is we're in commercial break, but update on Twitter. Olivia Reiner says he's walking off under his own power to the sideline. And so hopefully not too bad, but you talk about it, it's on both teams. Garrett Wilson was off for a little bit. He's back. It's the issues, the consistent issues with this field.
Let's get us 2 super chats in. Josh H5 says Gainwell's the seller blocker. Swift is the better running back. That is true. 5 there for our Salute to Service hoodie giveaway. And then Nate had one a little earlier. I think we missed it. What the hell just happened? That was after the Goddard fumble, interception, whatever you want to call it. But a little late on that one. So we got that one in. That's 2.
Sorry, I had that one recorded. I don't think we ever mentioned it, but got you down.
Good. All right. Almost to 200 likes. I think we can get to 200 likes by the end of this quarter. Let's see what you guys can do here. Get us to 200 likes. We're at 184.
We'd appreciate that.
Now. 184.
We can do it. As Robert says, you guys are a great team. Go Birds. We appreciate that. Yeah. If no one has hit the like button like Thomas was mentioning, just a real quick, while we're in commercial break, would be very much appreciated.
I am surprised that there were a lot of rumors that Taylor Swift was going to be in attendance with Travis Kelce at this game.
Oh, yeah.
They have not shown her yet, which just means she's probably not there, because if she was there, they would have shown her.
Yeah, they would have. I mean, I'm not upset about it. I don't know, depending on how some people
Yeah,
feel.
it gets
but
a little old. It gets a
it's
little old.
quite a bit. At this point in the NFL season, from what we've seen, it's a bit much, not gonna lie. I think it was Al Michaels. Didn't they say that on the Thursday Night Football? He's like, yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah,
show it too much or
yeah.
something like that.
You
So
could tell Al was tired of
yeah,
it. Al
completely.
was tired of it. All right,
Okay,
Ricks
so we're
did
back.
block. They just confirmed that.
We're gonna show the replay, I guess, of what happened here. Oh gosh, okay. He hyperextended his right leg, and he held his knee, but he's able to walk off, so that's okay news. Hopefully not anything too serious. Didn't look great there with the. All right, 2nd and 10 though. Wilson under the gun, takes the snap, fires over the middle. Conklin complete, breaks a tackle up to the 40-yard line before he's brought down. A first down for the Jets.
Remember, your emergency corner today is Mekhi Gardner. He was activated from the practice squad this morning, and yeah, he's going to be the guy now, at least if Job were to go down.
Man, that I'm glad he was able to walk off, but the way that replay looked for Ricks, that you don't like to see the knee do that. First down though, 4:49 in the game clock. Wilson under center, play action now, a toss. Load to the left side, got some room, 45-50, all the way up to the 45 of Philly before he's pushed out of bounds. Sorry, I had a streaming pause there. I couldn't see for a second. Who was that on the carry? Is that 82?
Yeah, it's Gibson. This is the
Gibson, okay.
This is the Hard Knocks star who was really good in preseason. The speedy wide receiver. They like to do a lot of these jet sweeps to him. He was the one that they normally would cut during the end of Hard Knocks with the way that the cameras were working when he went to go visit the coaches, but they had a little twist at the end of Hard Knocks and kept him on there, and he had that big play late in that game against the Bills week 1 when Aaron Rodgers went down.
There you go. All right, we're back. 6 seconds on the play clock. Wilson under center, takes a snap, dropping back, 5-man pressure, complete to Breece Hall, the left side. Oh, got some room, breaks a tackle all the way up to the 25-yard line, I believe, before Reed Blankenship pushes him out of bounds. And a big first down there, moving into Philly territory.
Big chance of Breece from the Jets fans there. This is some pretty soft coverage as both linebackers bail. This time it's Dean and Cunningham in coverage. There is no one even close. And Breece Hall much faster than Zach Cunningham running to the pylon and makes a man miss and gets it down across the 20-yard line. It's a red zone possession for the Jets.
All the way up to the 18, actually. Yep, so the Wilson in the gun, takes a snap, blitz coming from Morrow, left side taking a shot, and it's incomplete, broken up by Bradbury, intended for Garrett Wilson.
It's a good little battle going on here. Bradbury and Wilson are having a little exchange back and forth here. This is trying to be a back shoulder by Zach Wilson, and it's just a little too high and not back shouldery enough, if that's a word. It just wasn't quite the best throw. I think Bradbury has great coverage anyway. Maybe that's why Wilson put it a little too high in case Bradbury didn't want to jump in front of it, but good defensive snap there. That's a win for James Bradbury.
There you go. You like to see it. Bradbury, extra familiar playing in this stadium from his times with the Giants, but 2nd and 10, Wilson in the gun, takes a snap, 4-man pressure, left side, and incomplete again, intended for Conklin. Reed Blankenship in coverage, and there's no flags. Reed was kind of shrugging there. Maybe he's thinking he got held in that situation?
Yeah, they got tangled up here with their feet, and Blankenship is thinking he got pushed off of kind of towards the end here. We'll see what the replay shows, but this is straight-up man coverage for Conklin versus Blankenship, and yeah, he ran him right over. That should have been offensive pass interference.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing there. I don't know how you don't call that, but it doesn't seem consistent. Oh, well. 3rd and 10, 5 on the play clock. Wilson empty set. Eagles bringing pressure. Takes the snap. Going to try to run. He's brought down.
Yes!
Sacked. It is BG. BG and Jordan Davis combined there for the sack. Brings up a 4th down.
I love when they go 5 defensive linemen. To me, it's really hard to beat. And credit to Jordan Davis for playing on a 3rd down. Normally, last year, Jordan Davis doesn't sniff 3rd down. It's just 3rd down and 1 because he's a run-stopping defensive tackle. This year, he's got a pass rush move, just bull rushes the left guard and meets BG at the quarterback. Wilson was a little bit slow getting up here, but this is very well done by Philadelphia and something that we're going to see a lot more of in terms of 5-man fronts on 3rd down.
Brings up a 42-yard attempt, 2:35 in the second quarter. Takes a snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good from Zerline. So 14-6, Philly leads. They'll get the ball back with 3 timeouts and 2:30 to play in the second quarter. But yeah, you had it there, the NASCAR package of sorts, and BG and Jordan Davis. I mean, the growth we've seen from JD, and like we've talked about it multiple times, but I mean, the fact that he can make an impact not only on running downs, but when it's clear pass protection from the offense, I think that's huge. Like, it's just that extra step that we've wanted to see from Jordan Davis. And I mean, he could have had the sack with Hassan getting the sack earlier. He was right there if Hassan hadn't been in that situation. So he's definitely a game wrecker, even being without Jalen Carter and Marlon Tuipulotu, who's out as well. We know the depth of this D-line, and we got a super chat here from Nate saying the lack of pressure is concerning. Got you down for the 2 more entries.
Feels like it's picking up though, Nate, huh?
I was gonna say, yeah, like, I mean, maybe bad timing on the super chat. I don't think it's sent, I think, right before. But it's been okay. I think that there's a few you might like to see, but so far, to me, I feel like it's been all right.
Go to Grape Ape, also getting 2 entries in, saying thank you for play-by-play. Love the fans. You're welcome. You're getting 2 entries into our hoodie giveaway, which we're going to be doing at the end of the third quarter. So thank you for thanking us. We'll thank you with a hoodie, hopefully. So we'll see.
If you win. Got you down there.
Get one more here. Josh H. snuck one in. Reddick, Sweat look like they're screaming on the sidelines. Yeah, they are heating up, both of them. Sweat did not have a lot of statistical wins last week, but a lot of one-on-one rep wins, and he's getting really close today. Had a really good blow-up on a run play of the left tackle, and Reddick already has a sack, and he's getting close to having a second one. 4th sack now in just a couple games. The defensive line is really picking things up. And remember, no Jalen Carter, maybe their best pass rusher, at least so far this year he's been.
I'm telling you, they want that Stormbreaker axe.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Get out that trophy to whoever's the best pass rusher in the previous game. So, all right, the offense back on the field for Philly. 2:30 to play in the second quarter. Jalen under the gun, takes a snap, toss out to Boston Scott. Left side has some blocks up to the 30, all the way up to the 34 before pushed out of bounds. A gain of 9, bringing up a 2nd and 1.
This is the most Boston Scott we've seen so far this season. You wonder if they're trying to really kind of weed out a Gainwell. He's gotten very few touches the past couple of weeks, and now they're doing Swift and Scott together. Just Swift, just Scott. Not a lot of Gainwell, only a couple of snaps, and that was a good first down run for 9 by the Giant Slayer.
2:04 on the game clock, probably as the Eagles are just going to let it run down to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left, 3 timeouts for Philly, up 14-6, and they've got the ball when we come back from commercial break. 2nd and 1 at the 34.
This has been exactly as you would expect, right? The Jets have some talent on offense. They've made some decent plays. Defensively, they get lucky with that 1 turnover, but the Eagles' offense is moving up and down the field. A.J. Brown is having a big game so far. You'd like to see Smitty and Goddard involved a little bit more. They've tried to target Smitty a couple times early, but you haven't really hit on that big DeVonta Smith play since the Viking game Thursday night, week 2. But overall, this has been, status quo. Exactly what you would expect from a Philadelphia Eagles first half, and with a chance to really double up here now. 2 minutes, multiple timeouts, get the ball at the end of the half. And again, the goal right now is to get out of this game with a win and healthy. And if you can get 2 touchdowns to the next 2 possessions and blow this game wide open, your backups can play maybe a little bit later on in this game, meaning the offense has no chance of getting hurt, which would be big.
Yes, absolutely would be big time. We don't want to see any injuries. As I'm noticing here, we brought up, not that this is, here I go, I'm going to bring it up, but Travis Kelce is actually at the game. I'm not seeing anything for Taylor Swift. But
I saw someone comment that Swift is not there. I have a sister, I would know better. I don't know if that's true. I saw that comment, though, so we'll see.
All right, well.
But not showing him is a little surprising.
It definitely is. And Eli Ricks is officially questionable to return. So Ricks, who went back with the knee injury, looked like he hyperextended his right knee, is officially questionable to return. So you got Eli Ricks now, as well as Lane Johnson, both questionable.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too here, trying to double check. All right. Yeah, with Lane, I saw people commenting, even if he's healthy, don't bring him back in. I would tend to agree with that, especially if this is not close by the time you get to halftime. You can kind of let his, ankle heal, because next week against the Dolphins is a big, big game for Philadelphia, and one that if they win and get to 6-0, it's going to go a long way. I mean, think about this, Josh, right? Dallas plays tomorrow night. You play the Chargers, whose defense isn't that good, but the Chargers' offense is good. Not a guarantee by any means. If Dallas loses tomorrow, they go to 3-3. Philly wins today. That's a 3-game lead on the loss column on Dallas. Now, the Commanders did win today. They're 3-3, but you already hold the tiebreaker over the Commanders. And so, could be a big weekend for Philadelphia. Let's just say that, a big weekend.
Big time. This is a huge opportunity here. Again, anytime you can pick up a game and put a little pressure, because, you mentioned it. Yes, it's not like the Chargers say it's going to be, for sure a win, or they're going to have a really, really good chance to beat Dallas. But as we've seen, any team can be any team. You got Kellen Moore, who wants to maybe prove a point to Dallas. So, yeah, get this win here, put a little extra pressure. I'd love it. The Eagles now out off the 2-minute warning, a little bubble screen to Dallas Goedert, breaks a tackle, has a little room, first down and out of bounds up to the 37. There's a flag on the play, though.
Yeah, this would be a hold on Olave Zaccheaus. I thought he had a good block there, but held on a little too long. This was the block that basically sprung Goedert free. No, it's roughing the passer. Wow, I thought for sure they got Oz on a hold there. They're going to get Quinton Williams with roughing the passer. Let's see here. Wow, I'm completely shocked. Yeah, that is.
Okay. Yep,
yeah.
Yep. I'm all right with that. Especially Robert Saleh's comments of 11 kisses. Maybe the refs are keeping an eye out a little bit more.
Good call. Protect that quarterback. Yeah, that's a big penalty, though. 15 yards. That's a big, 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 big penalty.
Saleh, the Jets head coach, obviously does not like that and very frustrated on the sideline. But
yeah, you got to be bleeping kidding me is what he said if you can read lips. Yeah.
Ball into Jets territory now at the 48, 5 on the play clock. Hurts takes the snap, looking right side, takes his route to Swift, catches it, and he fumbles the football. There's a scrum for it. It looks like the Jets are going to have it. I think the Jets have it.
There's
now. A pile up, but I'm pretty sure they're going to.
Come on. You can't do this.
They do.
Jets ball. Boy, we're killing ourselves. We are killing ourselves with turnovers right now. Well, you can't sleep. You can't sleepwalk to a victory in the NFL. You're not going to be able to do it today. You keep turning the ball over. 2 out of 4 possessions. I mean, this is that easy Texas route. He's wide open, catches it, and then it just gets punched out by C.J. Mosley. Just punches it right out.
Great. I mean,
yeah.
I hate it, but that was a really good punch out by Mosley there. That was looking so promising, too. I mean, you're going down the field. You got the first down. You're into Jets territory. You're moving the football. Golly.
Let's get a super chat in. Shane says, this is for Thomas's tush/fiance and Josh's baby. 2 entries. We appreciate that.
Appreciate that, yes.
Let me get a play in here real quick first, though.
All right, let's see. Jets now with the ball at their own 48. Wilson in the gun, takes the snap. Blitz coming over the middle. Complete for Wilson up to the 40-yard line, a first down. Gain of 12.
Working on Bradbury again. He wins that round. Let's get a Kevin Wheezy Southland super. Make it 28-6 after our first second half possession. Well, that seems to have died a little bit there, Kenny. I know you sent that before the fumble, but that seems to be something that is no longer going to happen. Jeez.
Man.
Got that super?
All right. Waiting on, let's see, you said Kenny. I didn't see the name for that, but let's see. Jets are going to run a play here, though, on first down. Breece Hall trying to find some space all the way to the right side, pushed out of bounds by Reed Blankenship, and loses about 2 yards, I think 2 or 3 yards on that play. Brings up a second and 13.
I distracted you on that one, but Breece Hall had a screen set up, and Jordan Davis and a couple of guys, I think it's Sweat, blow this up on the left side. Good job by Zach Cunningham reading that as well. They couldn't bring him down. Fletcher Cox hadn't been involved. I haven't called his name a lot. But finally, a nice job by Job to go ahead and force that to be nothing.
All right, I got Wheezy down, though, so we're good there.
Okay.
All right, Wilson in the gun, takes the snap, looking right side, and incomplete. There's a flag, though. They're going to get on a Job, intended for Garrett Wilson.
Oh, boy, this is getting a little rough. There's a little rough patch here. Let's balance it out with Devin Patterson's 2 entries to our hoodie giveaway. Gives the Let's Go Birds. Yeah,
down. Go Birds.
Job is on an island here, and Rick's already left with an injury. He's one-on-one with Garrett Wilson, one of the best route runners in the league. And, he just panics. He holds on. He's worried about getting beat there, and what are you going to do?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was lost, kind of in no man's land there, just not going to give up a big play. But 56 in the second quarter, 56 seconds remaining. Jets ball, 1st and 10 at the Philly 28. Wilson takes the snap, looking up the middle, fires complete. Garrett Wilson, a gain of 8. And the clock ticking, 46 seconds left on the second quarter. 3 timeouts for the Jets, though. They should have plenty of time, and they're going to call timeout. I was kind of surprised we didn't get that initially, but they're going to burn one of those timeouts.
These 2 fumbles. Philly has not punted in this game yet, and yet they have 2 possessions with no points because of the drop or really fumble into the waiting arms of Quinnen Williams by Dallas Goedert a couple plus snaps ago, and then a couple of series ago, and then a couple snaps ago, DeAndre Swift gets the ball punched out. Philly could easily be up 28-0. They've not been stopped so far in this game. They've gotten unlucky with some bad penalties, and now you're suddenly looking at a scenario where the Jets, they go down and score, they go for 2, you have a tie game going into halftime, which shouldn't be a tie game at all. It's tough.
It would be a major turnaround for sure.
You have Devin's super chat going here for the
yes, yep. Got Devin down.
All right, Devin, you're locked in as they come back from this timeout.
All right, 2nd and 1. Ball at the Philly 18. Wilson in the gun takes the snap, handoff to Breece Hall up the middle, has a hole all the way to the Philly 12, a gain of about 6 or 7. 1st down, 42 seconds left in the second quarter, and second timeout for the Jets. So they've got 1 remaining.
Yeah, well, we talk about it in the pregame. You do not want Zach Wilson to get hot. You don't want him to get comfortable. You don't want him to have a scenario where he starts to believe in himself. And this is what's happened. He's starting to believe in himself. They've had some nice drives. They've scored points twice, getting field goals. It's the worst case scenario to end a half right now after the Eagles were seemingly starting to kind of run this score up and were in the catbird seat just a couple of minutes ago.
It's amazing how quickly it can change like that. You're right. It was feeling very positive and strong, and here you are saying, yep, it could be a tie ball game in a second. Maybe the Decide defense can get something stopped here, though. 42 seconds left in the second quarter, 1st and 10. Wilson empty set, takes a snap, 4-man pressure, going to roll out to the right, and there should be a flag for holding. It is incomplete. Fletcher Cox with a huge play there.
Yeah, that's
to force a hold.
Easy hold there, and that'll back him up and get him a little bit further out from field goal range. They're still very close and should be fine. But as Wes Schweitzer, he gets obliterated, absolutely obliterated by Fletcher Cox in a one-on-one situation here. And Cox is inches from getting a sack, and, Schweitzer's got to do something.
Yep, just blows right past him.
Crazy.
As Sean says, we need a turnover, and then comments back, says obvious things. Well, it would be nice. Turnover would be nice. 1st and 20. Nice. Jets ball at the 22. Wilson in the gun. Cook to his left, takes the snap. Going to look right side. Pressure by Reddick. Able to break the tackle. Moving right side, looking downfield. He's going to throw it, and it's short, incomplete. Bounces off the turf. Brings up a 2nd and 20. 27 seconds remaining in the half.
I haven't called his name yet, but Bradley Roby's been playing nickel the entire game. He's been fantastic. He's not a lot of reception yet. That was technically a target on him, although a bad throw running, away from his body there essentially was Zach Wilson. But Roby, that free agent who kind of was an unknown, was fantastic in Denver, didn't do much with the Texans, a little bit in terms of his career later on, but injuries piled up last year. He's been a really, really good signing right now for a banged up and really, really reeling Eagles secondary.
No doubt. I think we were all very happy to see that acquisition whenever it happened. But then the question was, how long is it going to take before he gets elevated? You one game of practice squad elevation. Some people were saying, hey, why don't you wait and use, the 3 that he's technically allowed? But come on, the writing's on the wall. We knew this guy was going to get in when he was ready. So go ahead and sign him to the roster, make the moves. And he's played well. 2nd and 20, though. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Wilson with a snap. Got a little time, looking right side. It's bounced off the hands and incomplete. Oh, almost intercepted by Nakobe Dean, intended for Randall Cobb.
Jeez, it's just a little behind. Dean's looking at making a tackle here, and the ball pops up into the air, and Dean kind of has to roll around to the other side and pick this one off. This was really close. Really, really close.
We were just talking about Roby there. He's in decent position, although that still should have been caught by Cobb, and that hits him in the hands a little bit behind.
Oh,
Dean 3rd and 20, though.
All right.
3rd and 20 here. 24 seconds left in the half. It's just going to be a conservative handoff. Looks like Cook up the middle. Gains about 5 or 6 yards. Sorry, that was Carter. 5 or 6 yards, and it'll be a 4th down, and the time is just going to run. So Philly with 3 timeouts is not going to use one. And they will wait until this gets down to about 2 seconds, and call a timeout. The Jets burn their last one, so this is how the half will end. We'll get a field goal try and see if it's 14-6 or 14-9.
Yeah, this was a good drive. Zach Wilson has made 0 mistakes so far. He's not been perfect, but all you need from Zach Wilson is to not make mistakes and capitalize when your defense forces you to make a mistake. And so far, the defense has forced 2 turnovers from Philadelphia. They're going to get their 6th point from it here if they make this field goal. And you're the Jets. You go to halftime 14-9. He makes this. You're feeling pretty good. That's a win, especially with the Eagles' offense seemingly rolling early on, minus those 2 turnovers.
Yep, that's I don't know. Would you have called a timeout there? I mean, you'd only have like 19 seconds left with 2 timeouts.
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't
some
have.
of the comments.
You get the ball at the start of the 3rd quarter. I wouldn't have worried about it.
Yep. All right, field goal try. Snap is good, holds good, and the field goal is good.
All right.
Zero line with a 35-yarder. 14-9 at half.
Again, it's a good half. It's a good half. You don't turn the football over, What are you going to do? That is rough. All right, if you are good, I have got to go to the restroom. I need to stand up too, so I will be back.
All right, that works. Okay, let's appreciate everybody too. Again, everyone in the chat joining in for the broadcast and the watch party and comments and everything else. Try to get to many of those as possible. Curious, just the main takeaways. Any main takeaways from the first half? What we're seeing, positives, negatives, what you want to see in the second half. Also, if you haven't hit the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. Just go hit the like button real quick. Helps us get it out there to the larger audience. But while we were waiting on some of the takeaways from the first half and then the Birds game, let's look at a couple other scores real quick. So we got Raiders up 13-10 on the Pats. 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals beating the Rams 9-6. It looks like it's a field goal fest over there at halftime, 9-6. And then the Lions at halftime over the Bucks right now, 10-3. Got some lower scoring games. All right, let's see. Some of the takeaways here. Cranky Cletus, turf and turnovers. Yep, that's kind of a given. We talked about it earlier, but I mean, I think there was always a fear on my side of like, we're going to be going into New York. We know MetLife Field, the injuries, the talk about what that's going to be, but the fact that you're playing against a team that we should beat. I mean, it's the NFL, so I don't think anything is ever an immediate win, but the fact that you should be able to win. You want to get away healthy. You don't want to have major injuries, but yet we're seeing it at halftime, and Lane Johnson is questionable to return with an ankle injury, and Eli Ricks is questionable to return with a knee injury. Hopefully both of those are not serious. But I mean, yeah, can you get away? Can you get out with a win? Can we not have any other injuries? That would be the hope. Pedro Sarate says turnovers are the reason why this game isn't already over. Yeah. Yep, Thomas mentioned it a second ago. I think he's saying it could be 28-3 or 28-0 even if the turnovers don't happen. But you keep a team around, and all of a sudden this kind of becomes that trap game like we mentioned. So I don't know. It's hopefully you see just a little bit more. I mean, the offense has been solid outside of the turnovers, but again, it doesn't matter if you can't score, can't hold on to the ball. Jason Blessing, we look soft on defense. We aren't getting the penetration through the O-line. Yeah, I mean, I maybe I'm in the minority here. I feel like the D-line's been okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's been game wrecker status. Sure, it could be better, but to me, the D-line's been all right. We've had some stops. You've gotten a couple sacks. Could be a little bit better in that situation, but I'm curious of like how long with the coverage the way that it is. We're already without Slay, as we know, and then you got Eli Ricks injured, so you having to go with some other backups. Josh Jobs committed a one pass interference, so how long can they hold up to give time for the pressure? But I don't know. To me, D-line's not as concerning from that side, at least as far as the coverage. But let's see. Decatur says turnovers negative, defense limiting to only field goals positive. Yeah, I mean, hey, that could have easily been a touchdown there. Then you're looking at a potential score on a 2-point conversion and tying it up. So it's not the worst thing. It's a bend but don't break, so to speak. You're bailing out the offense's 2 turnovers, because outside of that, I mean, yeah, you're forcing the Jets to go the length of the field. They haven't really proved it completely. Let's see, Tyler Bergsma says, what's it going to take to see Ringo get some snaps or get some reps over Job? That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't mind it necessarily. I was glad to see Rick's in there, but it feels like the Birds are just not fully, I don't know, not fully sold in on Ringo. Like we saw him in the preseason. He made a couple good plays, but he also looked at times a little bit lost or just a little bit trying to get caught up to speed. So I think there's lots of potential with Ringo. Obviously, I'm sure all of us would agree with that. And there may be even some versatility. We've talked about, hey, could he be a safety eventually? Could he be moved in that spot? But overall, I think the writing's on the wall. If we haven't seen him so far, that Ringo's more of a project, and we're not going to see him too much. But we got a comment, Thomas, that was asking, why haven't we seen Ringo get some reps over Job so far? Just kind of mentioning, I think there's not a lack of trust long term for Ringo, but just feels like he's more of that long term project right now.
Yeah, listen, it's hard being a rookie in the National Football League. Like it is not easy to be a rookie at all in the NFL. And anytime that you're in a situation where you're trying to win football games and you're worried about injuries that have already piled up a little bit at the secondary position, they're just not comfortable with him. And you mentioned it. They're just not comfortable with him at all yet. And they had been doing fine at safety until the injury started to pile up. And I was surprised Sidney Jones couldn't go. I mean, the injury must be a lot worse than we realized. The weird thing with him is that he keeps practicing. Like, he was a full pad ready to go. I know he was limited this, on Friday, but in reality, he did play almost everything that we thought that he would in practice. I thought for sure he was going to be out there, and then he's not out there. So it must be a speed thing, or it must be not being able to kind of, tuck your or plant your feet and make moves. I don't know what it is, but he is struggling big time to get out on the field, and it's definitely a bummer.
Yeah, I think that we would certainly want to see it. We've seen his playmaking ability when he is able to go, and the fact that he looks faster than just about everyone. Granted, you obviously meant Sidney Brown. You said Sidney Jones, but I've said that multiple times. But just in case people are going to let you hear in the comments, we know what you're talking about.
Sidney, throwback.
Sidney Brown, but no, I agree. I mean, he's a playmaker, and he's going to be out there hopefully soon. But maybe it's precautionary. I mean, something with a hamstring. Feels like if you ever rush those back, then all of a sudden, you're in a scenario like a Quez Watkins here, who has that lingering issue, and now he's on the IR. Yeah. So, be careful with it. Let's see, Soul Center, I got you down for the 2 for the super chat. So go Birds, we appreciate that. Go Birds. At least we're up. It's 14-9. We had a comment earlier that was saying, the positive was that the defense is limiting to field goals. The negative is turnovers. At least you're limiting those points, but this is one of those games starting to feel like you let them hang around too much. They have no business. The Jets have no business hanging around and winning it, but it's a one possession game.
Defense is not the issue today. They have been 0 in terms of problems. It's just the 2 turnovers. The offense has been great. Jalen Hurts has been fantastic. It's the interception, which really was a fumble, and then the fumble by DeAndre Swift, which was a great play by CJ Mosley. I mean, it's the real difference in this game right now. Otherwise, you got to feel confident that they're going to come out and score in this opening drive, and if that's the case, and you open this game back open, you wait for Zach Wilson to make a mistake. That's kind of where I'm at. Let's look at some other scores from earlier today. A couple of interesting ones here. You'll notice the Colts 37-20 losers to Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars starting to hit their stride here. Travis Etienne, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Dolphins were down 14-0 at once, but the Eagles' Week 7 opponent came back to rout the winless Panthers 42-21. 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air for Raheem Mostert. Tyreek Hill, 6 catches for $163. That is going to be a Game of the Year category
Slay,
next
get healthy.
week. Yes, they trust me. They need Slay.
And get ready.
Goodness gracious, yes. Browns, huge last-second field goal missed by the 49ers. What a very interesting game here. Brock Purdy's going to have some explaining to do. Yes, he didn't have Debo or McCaffrey, but, for people who were saying he was an MVP candidate, which is true, you see that a lot. Not so much today. We didn't have a star players. Bengals, they barely hang on against Seattle. That's a good win for Philadelphia. You want the NFC teams to lose when they play the AFC teams. And the fact that Bengals were able to hold on behind a very mediocre day from Joe Burrow yet again. Really good stuff there for everyone involved. Vikings, they hang on after Justin Fields gets injured. The Bears fall to 1-5. Kirk Cousins throws a passing touchdown. Again, no Justin Jefferson in this one. It was, not the best of games, but the Vikings, I guess, they keep their hopes alive at 2-4. And the Falcons, couple of really bad interceptions. 3 on the day total for Desmond Ridder. 2 in the red zone. 1 sealed this game away. This was really bad day for Desmond Ridder because the Commanders were struggling and the Falcons had a chance to win this, and you go to 4-2 versus 3-3, and now you do not have a tiebreaker against Washington. That one's tough. Baltimore in London today. It was a really nice day from Lamar Jackson. Really bad day from Ryan Tannehill, who got hurt in this one. They bring out Malik Willis, and he looked even worse. 24-16, Ravens over the Titans. And then right now, we're keeping an eye on some of these games happening. Lions 10-3 over that pesky Buck defense. They're wearing their creamsicle jerseys in that one. Rams down 3 to the Cardinals, who, give Joshua Dobbs credit. They play you hard. They beat Dallas. And then the Raiders just added a field goal in Las Vegas. They're up 16-10 behind the Garoppolo touchdown. He also has an interception in this game as well. There's a look at your halftime scores here on the show. As Philly should be close to getting going, would be my guess here. We're probably
pretty close.
Very soon.
I'm going to have a bathroom break real quick, and
yes,
I'll be back.
Your turn.
All right.
Ray says, who gets the ball in the third quarter? It's Philly, because the Jets went ahead and took this football, and they immediately punted, and Philadelphia got the ball, went down and scored. No issues with this game so far. I mean, this really should be 21-3. Is what the score really should be. And I know, ifs and buts, right? It doesn't really matter what it really should be. The Eagles have 2 turnovers. They need to clean that sort of thing up. You play like you did in this game, at least turnover-wise against the Dolphins next week, you're going to lose. But the offense has been good, minus the turnovers. Jalen Hurts has been fantastic. Lane Johnson injured. Driscoll's held up just fine. Definitely a thing to keep an eye on here. And defensively, we're still scrambling with all these injuries. I mean, you got backup safety. You got your third-string cornerback in there now with Joe, because Ricks was the number 2 guy, obviously behind Slay, and now he's injured. It's been a little rough covering guys like Garrett Wilson, but overall, it's bend but don't break. You kick 3 field goals, and you got to be happy with where Philadelphia is at least right now, expecting them to not make any more mistakes and expecting them to keep moving the football on offense. That's where I'm at. Let me see. Where are you guys feeling? Tommy sounded like a little girl. The other dude has a voice for this. Slow down and take a course. All right. Sorry, James. My bad, bro. Gotta love that. Really tough game next week, says Decatur. Seth McAllister, talking about how Philly gets the ball. Becoming a Nurse says, I hate the Dolphins. Why they keep scoring? Because their offense is really good. Let's see. Nate says we're going to be the playoffs. Take that to the bank. Need our defense to be top notch. The defense, I think, when healthy, if they have everybody in there, they're really good. Like you say, you got Justin Evans, Sidney Brown can mix in a little bit. Obviously, Slay is back. Now Roby being thrown in at the nickel cornerback spot. Really, really good defense. They just haven't had all 11 guys playing together. I mean, that's been the big difference so far, especially defensively in this one and defensively for Philadelphia overall. So it looks like we're very close to getting going here to start the third quarter. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. Twisty says, I don't care about no issues. The turf is a big one. Yeah, the turf is a big one. That is for sure. The turf has claimed 2 Eagle players so far and 1 Jet player, as we are about to go ahead and kick this one off as Josh is getting ready to come and join us back. There he is, just in time, as Boston Scott is waiting in his own end zone to kick off this third quarter.
All right.
Where are we at? Let's see. Taft K says, for the love of God, will someone ask Brian Johnson why he doesn't use Brown, Smith, and Goddard in the red zone? Oh, okay. That's a good question. It's a good question, although they are 2 for 2 in the red zone so far today, so, is what it is. But I understand. Josh 8 sliding a super chat in. Remember giving away the hoodie on your screen the end of this quarter, end of the third quarter. He says, Philly D was dominant. A few injuries last year. They still A- ton of injuries this season. I would have to agree. I still wonder, you see the rumors of Jeremy Chin. You watch how this game is going. You watch how injuries are piling up. It doesn't sound like a bad idea to make a move for a mid-round draft pick for Chin. Pay him the $1.5 million he's due this year, and then see what you get on a 1-year rental. And you can extend him going into next year. But I am all in on Jeremy Chin right now. I love the idea.
I would be too. Certainly with we've seen some comments as well as, hey, if you're going to get it done before the Miami game. I mean, yeah, the way we're watching what we're seeing now with the Jets, and then knowing what you're going to face against Miami wouldn't be the worst thing.
Remember, the Panthers lost today. They lost to Miami. So now you go to 0-6, and if there ever was a time to start selling, deadlines at the end of October, now would be the time. You got that Josh 8 super chat, right? You got that 5.
Got you. Yep, got you down.
All right, first down and 10, 15 minutes to go in the third quarter. Opening drive for Philly, moving right to left. Hurts in the gun, Swift to his left. Calls for the football. Takes the snap, play fake. Clean pocket, now sets up a screen to Goddard left side. That's blocked up well, makes a man miss. Goddard across the 30. Goddard stiff arm across the line to gain. He gets about 13, falls out the end zone, out of the sideline. And that is that trademark Dallas Goedert quick screen that works so darn well. And that's good enough for a gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Let's go. All right, I'm going to refresh. I don't know why, but for some reason our streams got off again. I'm behind you.
Okay. Let me know, and I can refresh after this play, too, and pause. 16 to go on the play clock, 15 to go on the play clock. Hurts in the gun, trips to his right, takes a snap, turn gives Swift, running left side. Big hole, DeAndre Swift. There goes Swift across the 45 to the 48-yard line. It's another 10-yard gain, and a nice run there, back-to-back first downs from this Eagle offense. They're trusting Agent Zero despite that fumble early on. Just running behind the two starters left. On the left side of that offensive line, Mailata, Dickerson, good pull there by Kelsey. Two big first downs. I got 21 on my play clock, Josh. Let's get synced up here.
Okay. Yep, just refreshed it here. Wow, I'm like 15, 20 seconds probably behind you.
Hurts in the gun, takes a snap, clean pocket, looks left, throws left. That's going to be caught at his feet. Goddard spun tackle for a gain of 8. Let me know once that play ends. Let me know where we're at on that play as we try and sync up here. Give me when they're tight to Goddard. They get close-up of Goddard on his right side.
All right, they're still showing that play.
Ooh,
and now we got the tight. Yep, right now.
There you go. All right. Now we should be linked up. Get to Super Chats in a second as Hurts, quick snap. Now they're going to throw a flag. I think they're calling this an offside, so Hurts now going to throw a home run ball. Oh, it's caught by Zacchaeus. It's just kind of a prayer. There's another first down, third in a row, and I think it was off the free play.
Good catch, good throw. Might as well take advantage.
I think it is coming back. Illegal shift. They weren't set. All right, let's sneak in some Super Chats. Nate Perron says turf should be nerfed. Just saying, 2 entries. We agree.
I like that too. Turf should be nerfed. Got you down.
Josh H, give a conditional 4th for Chin. I would do that in a heartbeat. 100%. Yep. I think we all would. Thumbs up if you would do that. I think most of us would 100% do that for sure.
I would do it. Yeah. I honestly think you could get it for a 5th, but 4th, yeah. I mean, I do that.
First down at 15 inside the Jet 49-yard line. Hurts in the gun. Takes a snap. Play fake. Clean pocket. Standing. Looking. Waiting. Now he's going to step up and throw across the middle. Call! DeVonta Smith just dropped a wide open catch. Oh my goodness. This is... Is it high?
Oh, he's jumping a little, but no, I mean, that's a catch drop he makes all day, every single day. That is... Boy. And he had so much room too. The separation, he's behind the linebackers, in front of the safety. He's got 10, 15 yards easily. That was going to be a huge gain.
Now, DeVonta Smith looked frustrated on the sideline last week with the lack of touches. He's been targeted. A couple of drops in this game. That's a tough one. That would have been good for at least 20. Here's a second down and 15. Hurts take the snap. 4-man pressure. Here they come. They got to Hurts, and he is sacked. There's a big hit there, and it's Driscoll who got beat up on the right side there, filling in for Lane Johnson, and this drive is going nowhere fast.
Man, that was not great. I mean, obviously, yeah, with the pressure there coming, but it's that right side, like we've been talking about, and both guys, Driscoll and Opeta, allow their guys to reach the quarterback, and, something to keep an eye on. I'm sure that the Jets made that even more of a focus because you've got this situation with Lane Johnson being out, but Nate Hurts pay there. You don't like him seeing that shot either.
That Smith drop really looms large. Be third down and extra long. Call it 23. Maybe a draw here. No, they're going to throw. Hurts takes the snap. Stands in a clean pocket. Now he's going to bail to his right. Quinnen Williams chasing, now fires and caught to Gainwell. He is only going to get about 4, and the Eagles are going to have to punt after the drive would look promising and now is getting a little bit ugly, and they will punt.
That's not great, as we all know. But, man, you see the Jets, too. They've got a lot of life on the sideline. They've got a lot of belief here after that situation. Man, that's big time, that drop.
Rain starts to fall from MetLife Stadium as well. We'll keep an eye on that. Defense is going to need to make some plays here. They need to force a Zach Wilson turnover. I know he's been clean so far this game, but offense hasn't been able to score on 3 possessions, 2 turnovers, and now a punt. Braden Mann got hit. This is going to be fair caught at the 18-yard line. There is a flag. Let's see if it's running into or roughing. If it's roughing, this is an automatic first down. Probably like 5-yarder, though.
Probably running.
Sneaking a Josh H. Super Chat. Honestly, I think Smith's a little off being a newborn dad. Understandable. Well, yeah, maybe some sleepless nights.
That's true. He doesn't need too much as it is running into the kicker, so 5 yards. He apparently doesn't need too much sleep, though, with his diet and his 4 hours of sleep or something like that.
Something like that, yep.
But
all right, we got 5 more for Josh. Got that one down. I like Joshua's comment saying, I wonder how many people will blame the play calling for Smith's dropping a wide-open 30-yard pass. Fair. They're out there. They're out there.
Yeah, it's true.
They are out there. All right. First drive of the Jets possession. They're going to repunt this one, though, with it being 5 yards closer. So Mann gets one last chance, as that one is going to be much better. And they got a chance to pin this one down within the 5. No, it rolls to the 6. That's a good punt.
Okay.
Good punt.
We'll take that. Very good.
And we will go to commercial break.
Especially for a guy that is your, official punter after the news of signing to the squad. I guess winning his job, so to speak, from
I guess so.
Taking over for Siposs. He's one spot better if you look at punter efficiency ratings. So I guess you could argue it's an improvement, but just one spot. But that was a good punt.
Jimmy Garoppolo was taken to a hospital with a back injury. Lane Johnson has also been ruled out.
Okay.
All right.
Not surprising. I mean, I'm hopeful that's just like a precautionary deal, I mean, hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah.
To me, there's no reason. I mean, even though, yes, you're kind of in a close one here, obviously, but there's no sense in forcing or just having Lane Johnson come back out there injured with this turf. I think you just say, hey, we got to roll with it. We got to roll with the guys we have.
Interesting to see the extent of that injury. You got to sub to both of our channels, as we will have that this week at some point. My guess is sometime after the game tonight, depending on if he's in a walking boot, maybe sometime tomorrow. It's going to be interesting. Very interesting.
I'm still not seeing. I was looking to see if there's an update on Eli Ricks. I don't know if he was questionable. I haven't seen anything else aside
I haven't seen
from
one either. Nope. All right, now we're finally back from this commercial break that took about another 9 minutes. So here we go for the Jets' first drive. And now they're showing us Travis Kelce. He's wearing looks like a Jets green Patagonia shirt there.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Taylor Swift free. How about that? He gets a day off from the lady. He gets to hang out with the boys. Just guys being dudes on the sideline. Everyone needs it, right? First down and 10. Under center, Zach Wilson, Breece Hall behind him, takes the snaps, jumps back into his own end zone. Now looks right, going to throw a home run ball, looking for Wilson. Oh, that is a great catch.
What a catch.
He got it over Job. Oh, my goodness. Wilson's having a big day.
That was an incredible catch. Goes up and gets it right over Job, like you said there. Sweat almost coming up with the sack or at least stripping him there, but yeah, just going up right over Job, who's face guarding Wilson. Can't really do a whole lot there, but man, that is a fantastic catch.
Credit to Zach Wilson. He's not been the weak link of the Jets so far today. That was a really good pitch and toss for a gain of about 30. His 6th catch for Garrett Wilson. Now a toss left to Breece Hall, running left side. Big hole, and finally tripped up by Reed Blankenship. I think he got to the 50 and should be enough for a first down. 10:30 to go, and suddenly in a one-score game, the Jets are starting to move the ball.
Fortunately, that didn't go for longer. I'll say that. That was a good gain for the Jets there and massive hole in the running game. But if Blankenship doesn't make that tackle, there's no telling. Breece could be scoring that.
Yep, 100%. Second down and 1. They only gave him 9. They didn't get him there. Now they're going to run a play fake. Wilson steps up in the pocket. Shovel pass to Breece Hall. He's got it. Makes one man miss and then drugged down by Zach Cunningham into Eagle territory across the 37-yard line. Jordan Davis got close. Not close enough, and this is the best Jet drive of the day so far.
Man. Jason Blessing says, we're going to lose this game. I could see it already. Let's not go there
Jason.
Yet. But
Jason.
There's the momentum has certainly shifted, without a doubt. You could just feel it.
Dalvin Cook now in the game behind the I formation. Under center is Zach Wilson. First down and 10 from the Eagle 36. Motion Lazard across the formation. Now toss right to Dalvin Cook. Running right side. He gets hit and met. There's Nicholas Morrow. And with Zach Cunningham on this drive, gain of about 2. It'll be second down and a long 8.
Yeah, you called it there. Great recognition from both linebackers. The D-line got some good pressure as well and forcing that or not allowing much of a running lane. But talk about the linebacker situation. Pretty even snap count for all 3 over that first half. Good play. And we got another injury. You got to be kidding me. There's another injury.
It's an
Is that
Eagle.
Milton Williams?
It is. He was running that stretch play. Boy, what do you do if Milton goes down? You are really going to scrape the bottom of this defensive line unit. Cox is in and obviously playing this week, but he has been limited on his snaps. No Jalen Carter today as well. Yeah, this is the trap game I was worried about. We are living it right now.
Gosh. Not great. Looking at his right ankle, and John Clark says he's walking off, so okay.
There you go.
At least he's walking off. But yeah, you're right. It's like trap game. You got some injuries already. You're a little bit thin. We do have a ton of D-line depth, but still, the one thing that we kept saying, on both of our individual shows and talking on the Wednesday link, and then just pregame here, was you want to be healthy. You want to walk away from this, and what's happening here? this feels very reminiscent to me of the Browns preseason game where it was. One player goes down, another player goes down. It's can we just get through it? Can we end this game already? So if you get the win here, no more injuries, hopefully. This is not trending in the right direction for these injuries. Now, the hope would be, of course, okay, they're maybe not major injuries and they're just guys getting banged up, but man, they just keep adding up.
Yeah, this feels kind of like that Colts game. Low scoring, team that's not supposed to be in it, and yet they are late. Going to take a Jalen Hurts game-winning drive. Still middle of the third quarter. You got plenty of time, but this Jets drive is going to get you points one way or another, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, and one takes the lead and one gets you pretty darn close to the lead.
Yeah, I would love to see a stop here.
Still on commercial. Gerald says 17 has eaten the Eagles defense up. Yeah, you kind of figured Garrett Wilson would. It was a matter of could they get the ball in with Zach Wilson, and so far not a lot of pass rush from Philadelphia, and Zach Wilson's looked pretty good. Come on, give him some credit. Jeez.
Yep, he has. I'll give it to him. I haven't been too upset, or at least I said that at halftime. I wasn't too upset with the pass rush, but so far, this drive here, not really getting home too much.
Milton Williams walked off. He's trying to go to the blue tent now. But the problem at hand is a 2nd down and 8 for the Eagle defense from the 34-yard line of Philadelphia. Under center goes Zach Wilson. Dalvin Cook, the lone setback. 2 tight ends, both sides of the formation. Eagles jump off sides. Here's a free play, and Wilson's going to chuck this one. Well, he's still waiting. Rolls to his right, now throws. Caught! Garrett Wilson at the 20. Breaks a tackle going to the 10. Garrett Wilson still going. He had a flag there. It's going to be an illegal block on Allen Lazard, and he blew up Reed Blankenship, and Blankenship is down.
Yep. That looks not good. That looks like a rib.
Yeah, Lazard
it's got to come back.
Blindside crack block. This is going to be an offsetting. We're going to replay this because the Eagles were offsides, and then they cracked back on Reed Blankenship. Now, the issue you have is you don't have a safety now. They don't have another one.
Yeah. That's the worst thing possible.
Boy,
I would rather them have that yardage and gain and just no block there. Like, the fact that Reed is... He already had a rib injury.
It'd be nice if they would show us the replay of this. They're not even showing who it is, but we know it's Reed Blankenship.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got cracked by Allen Lazard hard. So they're going to offset this and replay.
Oh, didn't know that.
That's interesting. I thought they had both offset, but it will be the penalty of the Jets that stands.
So 15 yards. I mean, that's...
Wow.
Still feels like a loss, especially with Reed Blankenship being injured. They're not showing us. I'm assuming he's still down. But that's just... Oh, they show the replay there. That's straight for the ribs.
Helmet, too. That is a tough one. He's holding his shoulder, it looked like. Maybe his arm?
Yeah, maybe. I couldn't tell if he was either holding his arm or just kind of the rib cage. They're moving the ball back, so maybe he got up.
Well, they haven't showed him laying down. It's the most ridiculous camera work I've ever seen. Like, can you show the guy who's hurt?
Please.
All right, well, 2nd down and 23. There's Reed Blankenship. He's
Finally.
walking with his helmet off, and he's taking a knee on the Eagles sideline. Maybe just the wind knocked out of him?
I mean, nice. I hope so. I hope so. He's over there getting worked on, or at least looked at, so we'll see.
2nd down and 23 from the Eagle 49 now. Wilson standing on the Jets logo at midfield. In the gun, takes the snap. 4-man Eagle pressure, no pressure coming. Now he throws it back, and that's a drop by Allen Lazard. That would have been good for at least 10 in front of James Bradbury. Now 3rd and 23, and that crackback block could be a really lucky break for Philadelphia if they got the field here with no points.
Bradbury knows he got lucky there. He's even hitting himself in the helmet afterwards. He shifted and tried to kind of bail out too early. Thankfully, Lazard let it hit him in the chest and drops it, but that would have been a good gain.
3rd down and 23, 16 to go on the play clock, 8:20 in the 3rd quarter. Wilson in the gun, surveying the defense. They figure a chunk here gets you at least a field goal. Wilson takes the snap. Steps up, fires. That's caught Breece Hall across the middle. Gain of 5. He makes a 2-man miss and then tackled down across the 40. Nicholas Morrow there in the coverage. So they got about 12 back. This is a long field goal. Let's see what the Jets are going to do. This is close to 60.
Yeah, it's a career long of 61. Looks like he's not going out there. Are they going to go for it, or is he?
They're asking Zuerlein if he wants to kick it. They're giving him a thumbs up, thumbs down from Robert Saleh.
They're going to have to take a timeout. Surely,
yeah,
6 seconds left of the play clock.
Really bad clock management here. No, they're going to punt this. Yeah, he didn't like it. They're going to punt it. All right, well, you get lucky, you get a stop. Any way possible, right?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it's a win.
We'll take it. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they decided not to kick it, and then they wanted to kick it, and then they didn't.
Yeah, it looked like he was almost motioning over to Zierlein, like giving him thumbs up or thumbs down, like, do you think you have it? But there was no time remaining, so
All right, they're going to punt this from their Eagle 45-yard line. Eagles are not even going to have a man back, it looks like. No, they got one guy back. They're doing punt safe here just to make sure. And it is a punt, officially. Standing back at his own 5-yard line is Britton Covey, who catches it at the 6. And the Eagle offense will come back out with a lead. Didn't think they'd have a lead when they got the ball back here, to the Jets booing them profusely. But, hey, we'll take whatever we can get, right?
I'll take it. You're still leading.
Still leading, yep.
You need an offensive drive here to do something. Take a little pressure off the defense, hopefully give them a break.
Update on Lane Johnson's x-rays were negative on his leg. That is good.
Okay. Be curious to see how Reed Blankenship too. I haven't seen anything official besides being looked at, but
all right, commercial break.
yeah, you brought it up earlier too. I mean, depending on how the injury is with Blankenship, you're already thin at safety. It looks like Mekhi Garner was the one out there getting the snaps in the interim on those last couple plays. So
yeah, he's the only one left. I don't know what you do if another guy goes down. Truly,
I don't know. I don't know who you go with. You just start running single high. It seems like just asking for it there. But yeah, I don't know who else you have.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's see. I think I might not have gotten Josh H with a super chat. He said kicker said he couldn't make it.
Yeah, we missed that one.
Okay, got you down, Josh.
All right, finally back from commercial break. Goodness gracious. Come on, offense. Let's get a drive going here. Need a drive.
Here we go.
First down and 10 from the Eagles' 6-yard line. Swift to the right of Hurts in the gun. 7:08 to go, third quarter. Hurts takes the snap, turn, gives Swift running left side, and he's met by multiple Jets in the backfield. He might have gotten maybe a loss of 1, I think. He'd be second down and long.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as Mark Sanchez just said, the Jets defense is keeping this game very close. Very close.
Yep. Feels similar, very similar to the Chiefs game where the Jets kind of hung around, and you talked about that in your interview with Jake Asman of could we see that Jets team? Do we see that from the Jets defense? And so far, the turnovers, what they've been able to do, it's happened.
Second down and 12. Hurts in the gun. Takes the snap. Standing in his own end zone. Now he's going to throw. That's caught A.J. Brown at the 10. Now he's going to be tackled after a gain of maybe 6. It'll be third down and 6 for Philadelphia.
And you really don't want to give the ball back to the Jets offense here with the defense having been on the field for a little while. You got banged up injuries. You'd love to, if for nothing else, convert a first down, keep the drive alive, because my assumption is Desai's having to work with Gardner now and saying, hey, you're the safety for a little bit. Maybe Reed Blankenship can come back in, but it looked like it could be an injury that keeps him out for at least a series. A big 3rd and 6 here.
Third down and 6. 5:51 to go. Hurts in the gun. He's got Gainwell. Play clock winding down to 2, winding down to 1. Now Hurts takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Here comes the sack. They got him. Now he rolls out of it. Hurts in the end zone. Rolls to his right. Still going, still going. Now he's going to throw, and that's incomplete, but he avoids the sack.
Gosh. He had Gainwell there covered by, looked like 2 or 3 Jets. It was hard to tell if that hit Gainwell in the hands or it was just really good coverage because they were all over him. I mean, you called it, though. Like, I don't know how he stayed up on his feet and avoided the sack. And then, yeah, they're showing the replay here.
Boy, that hit Gainwell
it hit
right
him in the
his
hands. It hit him in the hands.
Unbelievable. Braden Mann punts from his own end zone. Boy, this is it's ugly. It's not pretty right now. Mann gets the punt away. He needs a big leg on this one. Looks like he got a decent amount. Now it's going to be hit and falls out of bounds, and they're going to call kick interference on Keely Ringo.
Did Ringo hit him, or was it his own player?
I thought it was his own player, but Ringo was right there. So this ball is going to be at the 45-yard line. If they call roughing or kick interference, they're going to move this into Eagle territory.
There's no way this can't be. They're talking about it, but there's got to be no way.
Ringo's not pleading his case, which is not good. Let's have a look here.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he did hit him.
The angle, it looked like it was his own player, but it was clearly Ringo. Obvious. Yeah, he lowers his shoulder, kind of goes down. I mean, he's getting blocked partially, but like Ringo did nothing to get out of the way there. I don't know what he's doing on that. Wow.
All right, well, this game. This is not what you were hoping for going into this game. And you go back to a couple of plays, right? The 2 fumbles, the drop by Smitty on second down could have been good for 30. Now Zach Wilson back into Eagle territory, and, you're only down 5. First down and 10 from the Eagle 36. Wilson under center. Breece Hall, the lone running back, takes a snap. Turn give Breece. Bounces out to the left side. Now falls forward across to the 33-yard line. He's met by Derek Barnett, and there's Nicholas Morrow again. Morrow and Cunningham, your 2 linebackers in on this drive. So it'll be a second down and 3 after a gain of 3.
Man, can the defense make another stop here? That's what you
Mekhi
wonder. Gardner is in.
Is your safety. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Second down and 7. Boy, you be really careful of Garrett Wilson right now. Wilson takes the snap. Play fake. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw. Good break up there. There's Joe working on Randall Cobb. He third down and 7. A really good chance for the Eagle defense to get off the field here. Third down and 7.
That was interesting. That it was a little bit longer to develop if Zach Wilson had waited, but I actually thought he had Garrett Wilson on a crosser over the middle. It looked like he had a step on Bradbury. I know Morrow stepped over to cover, but I'd have to look at it again. It looked like he had him for an easy first down.
All right. Here comes a third down and 7. The Eagle 34. Wilson in the gun. He's got Michael Carter to his left. 3 receivers at the bottom of the formation. Takes the snap. 3-man rush. Steps up, throws. That's catch. And caught across the line to gain. That's Lazard working on Roby. First down, Jets.
You feel it. You just feel the momentum. They've got confidence now. They're playing with it. You do have a bracket coverage there on Wilson. I'm sure that's what Desai is going to go with for the majority of the time. But now you're going to have to shut down these others because Zach Wilson finds Lazard there for a first down.
Lazard's first catch. Wilson's 15th completion. That's their first third down conversion of the day. First and 10. 4 to go, third quarter. Turn give. Carter running up the middle. No, sorry, it's Hall. He's got across the 20. That's a good gain of 9 there for the star running back for the Jets. Recently taken off a pitch count following a season-ending injury last season. It'll be second down and 1.
Best run of the day here for the Jets. Not a great time either. Puts them in the red zone. Yeah, just a good blocking pickup. Morrow's in the hole, but gets there, and then Cunningham not able to make the tackle either. So
second down and 2 from the 16-yard line. Breece behind Wilson in the single setback. 5 to go in the play clock. Takes the snap. Toss right side. That's going to Hall. He cuts back, and he's hit and met. Good play there by Contavious Street and Hassan Reddick. He might have gotten back to the original line again. Here comes a critical third down and short.
Yeah, you called it really good there to keep contained. And Hassan Reddick almost jumped 2 times on that play. It was close because he was able to get back, but multiple times almost jumping on the snap count and getting offsides. Fortunately, he doesn't, though. You got a 3rd and 1.
Boy, this would be massive if they were able to get a stop here on 3rd down and 1. Shotgun, trips to the left. Now they motion Lazard across formation. Hall to the right of Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap, turn, give Hall up the middle, and he's got the 1st down. He spun across the face of Nicholas Morrow and got enough for a 1st down, and Breece Hall starting to heat up here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the running game that wasn't working, it's not a major gain, but they're getting the double team block on Fletcher Cox, and then it just a spin move, like you said, in the hole on Morrow. He met him in the hole, but Breece Hall is one of the best in the NFL for a reason, able to pick up the 1st down.
1st down and 10, 2:21 to go. 14-9 Philadelphia. Wilson in the gun from the Eagle 12-yard line. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. Looks right, throws right. That's caught. There's Garrett Wilson on Jobe. It's a gain of about 4. And that's a pretty good play there, all things considered, in the Eagles secondary right now. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Josh Jobe on the coverage. Yeah, only give up 4 yards, but feels like death by 1,000 paper cuts here. It's just, or by 1,000 cuts. I mean, you got someone just kind of marching down the field. You're just methodically letting them. And I saw a comment earlier. You give them the ball inside the 50, they'll eventually get a TD from Josh Simber. Yeah, you're giving them so many opportunities.
Wilson takes the snap, play fake, roll into his left,
Reddick
in his face, yes! Big sack!
Yes!
Big sack, Hassan Reddick. There it is. That was for about a loss of 15. Wow, that was huge.
Massive. Oh my gosh. I was about ready to say, they're getting into 1st and goal and, moving the football. But Hassan Reddick stays home on the play action, and terrible decision. I mean, I know that Wilson's caught off guard there, but he's got to throw it just out of the back of the end zone. In that instance, just launch it. He doesn't, thankfully, and Reddick meets him there for the sack. That is a huge change. 3rd and 17.
2nd one of the day. This is going to get him back to the 20-yard line. No mistakes here. You hold him to a field goal, you keep your lead. Takes the snap from the 20. Zach Wilson, home run ball, end zone, and it is almost picked. Bradbury had a chance there on a back shoulder, but a good play by the Eagle defense. They bend but don't break, and it'll be 4th and 17 in a 5-point game. Boy, Bradbury had a chance. Oh. Well done.
Just being
well
careful
done,
with it. You're right. Bradbury was probably in better position than Garrett Wilson there, but not going to take a chance. Just knock it away.
Zuerlein's going to have a nice, easy field goal here, trying to make his 4th of the day. This one's about 38 yards from the right hash. 48 to go in the 3rd quarter. Snap, hold, ball, and it is good. Had a little movement left to right. The Jets are within 2, 14-12 in a low-scoring affair. Yeah, it's, oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. Got a very unique, interesting score here, 14-12. I don't think we expected that at any point, but you still got the lead. I mean, that's maybe perhaps if you say like, okay, the D-line hasn't gotten home as much as maybe you would want them to, but I saw earlier we had some comments of defense missed the bus and defense, has been suspect and everything. But you mentioned it earlier on that drive. I mean, that was the first 3rd down the Jets had picked up all game, and you're late into the 3rd quarter. So I think that if anything, it's the offense and those turnovers like we've been mentioning. So the fact that you still have the lead after this, you got to be happy. You keep giving them the ball inside the 50-yard line. Now this is the time. The offense, as much as there's been some miscues and turnovers and just some struggles, some dropped passes and everything else, you got to answer. You got to go march down the field, put together a big drive. This is where you make it happen. You win the game here.
It would just be nice to have a nice long 12-play, 6-minute drive, get you halfway through the 4th quarter, and make sure that, it's a 2-score game. Let's mention it. At the end of this quarter, we're giving away the hoodie. If you have not done a super chat yet and want a chance to win the Salute Service hoodie that they just dropped, the sideline ones they're going to wear, I think, starting next week. It might be the week after. They will wear these on the sideline. Now is your chance. We're going to go and spin the wheel as Josh is getting that ready in just a couple of minutes. There's one from Josh H. He wants to make sure. He's been the leader in Super Chat so far tonight. I still think Nick doesn't want to put you on tape for the hell of a schedule. Injuries don't help. At this point, you've put a lot on tape. There's not much more to hide, I would argue. I would argue that hiding is kind of pointless at this point. But, it is what it is if you believe that. They just got to put a drive together here and play good defense and walk off with a win. Listen, the Jets have a tough defense. Mm-hmm. They're playing really well. No turnovers from Zach Wilson and 2 from Philadelphia. I mean, what would you expect this game to go?
Yeah, you're right. Because again, we talked about earlier, you mentioned it before the first half or before the end at halftime. Without those 2 turnovers, it could have easily been 28-0 or 28-3, whatever. But the fact that you keep them in there, this is the NFL. You give extra possessions and keep giving the ball in great situations. You're still leading, but I agree. I don't think that you hold anything back. We're into the week 6 of the NFL season. We've seen Smitty lined up as a halfback. We've seen DeAndre Swift more out there as a receiver. Boston Scott getting in some action. So I think you're starting to open up the playbook quite a bit. I don't know that there's much of a hold anything back, but you need something here. You need something big on this drive.
45 seconds to go to end the third quarter. We'll probably give you the giveaway in just a couple of minutes here. So Super Chats or forever be silent on your chance to win the hoodie. Let's see what they do here. They got 45 seconds. You probably won 1 play, and then let it roll to the end of the first half, or end of the third quarter, excuse me. We'll see. Here we go.
Interesting, showing the comparison of Jalen Hurts and Russell Wilson through the first 39 starts. 28-11 record for both of them, 63 and 64% completion percentage.
Pretty crazy. Hurts in the pistol. Gainwell behind him. Here's a play fake to Gainwell. Now he's going to throw. No one open. Pressure coming. Steps up, running to his right. Now he's going to throw right side. That's caught. There's DeVonta Smith.
There it is.
Ball got a bounce. It's a gain of 15+. Smitty finally getting involved in this second half. He had a bad drop early in the third quarter. That's a nice pocket presence by Jalen Hurts to step up and keep his eyes down the field and find DeVonta Smith.
Yeah, you called it. This felt like a reminiscent of Jalen would have just taken off and run there, and you thought that he was as he's running for the first down, but then see Smitty as he keeps his eyes downfield.
All the way up to the 45-yard line. Hurts, 23 of 32, 226 on this day. The touchdown and the quote-unquote pick that wasn't his fault. Let's see if they're going to run a play here. They don't have to. It's a 1-second difference between the game clock and play clock, and it looks like they are not going to run one, and we're going to put our 4s up and march to the fourth quarter.
Here you go.
All right. Put them up. All right, let's mention it. Here we go. Let's just make sure people know. We're going to do the giveaway here any second. So you must go ahead and get your Super Chats in. We're going to give it 2 minutes in case people want to get one more Super Chat before we go ahead and draw. Pretty good odds today, I would say, for those who have dropped Super Chats.
Definitely. Especially for a couple. I think Josh H is in the lead with the most entries. But any last-minute ones, we can get them added. Otherwise, the spinner wheel will be ready to go.
He's queuing it up right now. We're going to give it probably till the end of this Eagle drive, but you got to get him in right now as your last chance. Let's see. Okay, we check on this. Make sure we're good to go here. Yeah. All right. I mean, I think we're ready to spin. What do you think? You want to squeeze it in here real quick?
Works for me.
All right.
Let's see here. Let's share the screen.
There it is. All right. Here's the wheel, your pieces of the pie. Let's go ahead and spin it.
All right. Ready?
Let's do it.
Let's see who wins. And go. Good luck to everybody.
Winner of the jersey is Dan.
Hey!
All right.
Congrats, Dan.
Congrats, Dan. Dan, send us an email. Either my email in the description, Josh's in the description, thomasmacho@gmail.com. Size and address. We'll get it shipped out to you. Size and address. Congrats, Dan. Good work, Dan.
And that's salute to service hoodie. I've got one of them from, I think you mentioned you had one from a couple years ago. I've got one, I think I have last year's maybe.
Last year's, yeah. I got one from like
so.
2 years ago, I think. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Dan, we'll see whenever he figures it out. Into the fourth quarter, Josh. Here we go.
All right. 14-12. A little closer than I would have liked, probably than anyone of us would have liked. But you're in a dogfight. You got a 14-12, 15 minutes to play here. 15 on the play clock. 14, 13, 12. First and 10 for Hurts in the empty set. Got A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith near side right, going left to right. Ball on the 47, direct snap, quarterback run, Hurts up the middle, going to gain about 5 yards before he's brought down by Mosley there.
Not a bad run.
A 2nd and 5.
Not a bad run. Wow, they just made a point. They have not seen the brotherly shove yet. We haven't had a 4th and 1.
I did not think about that. Yeah, that's true. Haven't needed to run it yet. 2nd and 4, Hurts empty set, takes the snap, looking left side. Now he's going to think about running left side and throw it away. He's getting pressured there. Decided to just throw it away and brings up a 3rd and 4.
This is going to be a big 3rd and 4. Big 3rd and 4. All right, come on. Where's AJ for a touchdown when you need him? Come on.
Need something here. 3rd and 4.
Right at go for it territory. 3rd and 4, 50-yard line.
It really is. Empty set for Hurts. He's got AJ and Gainwell near side right. Smitty and looks like Alameda left. Takes the snap. Quarterback run right side. Big hole all the way up to the 42 before he slides down. First down. That was big.
Perfect.
Gain of 6 or 7.
Hard to stop. Just running left side here. You think the Jets would know it was happening. All right. Needed it.
Like the matchup there. 14 minutes in the 4th. 19 on the play clock. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his right. Got Smitty and Oz.
Churn clock.
Far side left. Hurts is going to take the snap. 4-man pressure. Looking middle. Looking deep. Has a little time. Ball is hit. As he throws, it's picked. It's picked by the Jets at the 35. Now up to the 37 before he's brought down. And Hall with the interception for the Jets. Jalen was about to take a shot, and he was hit as he threw.
3rd turnover. I mean, this is how you lose to bad football teams. You turn the ball over 3 times. Oh, it got hit. Oh, my goodness.
That was going to be a deep shot, Tim. You could tell. He was waiting for it to develop. He was about to throw. Oh, my gosh. You don't...
Oh, man.
I mean, I think we all know this is the NFL. When you lose the turnover battle, it's hard enough. But when you lose the turnover battle like it is today, 3-0, that just really makes it so much tougher.
By the way, Bradley Roby's in the medical tent.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I saw that tweet update. Oh my goodness. And it's a 2-point game.
2-point game. So bad.
Yeah, it wasn't the best idea to not have a backup safety in this game going into MetLife when you're playing on a terrible field and you need to make sure that you have a backup there, and they chose not to. So, oh boy, this is gonna take. It's gonna take a turnover. It's gonna take a strip sack. It's gonna take a Zach Wilson pick, but. I mean, right now, you're down all your good corners, and you start to have that feeling of bad team, overlooking them. You're playing the Dolphins next week. That's the game that matters. You don't want to wet the bed against the Jets, man. You don't. 6-0 is crucial right now. Niners lost today. Dallas is a hard game tomorrow. Oh, my goodness.
Not looking great. Preston Chrisman says, F around and find out.
I saw one that says, "Why aren't we running?" Yeah, they're not running the ball at all. At all. Where's DeAndre Swift?
It's shocking. He's got 6 carries for 5 yards.
Yeah, that can't happen. 6 carries for 5 yards. Come on. That cannot happen.
I mean, the Jets are number 29. We talked about it in the open, but number 29 in the NFL in rush defense. I know that they've given up some big gains to quarterbacks running, so you can't say it's, it's only like running backs in the running game, but still, like that's a weakness you'd like to attack. You'd like to see a little bit of the running game there. Just been sloppy. 3 turnovers.
All right, what do you got, defense?
All right. Ball for the Jets. Wilson under center, takes a snap. Fake handoff, looking right side pressure. He's sacked. Josh Sweat. Sweaty J with a sack. He's on the board.
Reddick created that. He made Zach Wilson step up. He's being doubled, too. And then, boom, in comes Josh Sweat. That's a big sack. You needed that one. That's a big one.
That was huge. Yeah, you called it there. Reddick making him come up or forcing him up, and then Josh Sweat getting free. That is a big turnaround now, making it a 2nd and 14 or 15 here.
That's huge. Come on, defense. 3 and out.
A 2nd and 16, actually. 6-yard loss. So Wilson in the gun. He's got Cook to his left, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, filling it up the middle, complete, but a short gain to Conklin for a gain of about 4. And Nakobe Dean is the one with the tackle there.
Good play by Nakobe there. That's, a little slant route. Dean's draped right over him. And Milton Williams got some pressure there on Zach Wilson. Good catch by Conklin, but 3rd and long.
There you go. 3rd and 10. 12:35 to play in the 4th quarter. 15 on the play clock. Garrett Wilson in the gun. Carter to his left. Takes the snap and flags.
It's a false start.
Yep. Here we go. False start brings up a 3rd and 15.
All right. Well, that sack is setting it up to be a really, really big play here. Get out the field. Tons of time. You only have so many possessions left. All
right,
come on,
3rd and 15. Philly's going to be coming here, only going to go with 4 D linemen. The pressure's coming. Wilson the snap over the middle, and it's dropped. Intended for Carter. That was definitely not going to be a first down as Zach Cunningham and Bradbury were there, but a drop. So 4th and 15 brings up a Jets quick punt. There you go. There's an answer.
There it
Again,
is. 3 and out.
You want to say defense, for some of the comments, defense didn't get on the bus. I don't quite understand that. Maybe the pass rush hasn't been 100% effective or where we'd want it to be, but they're waking up. And the defense, to me, the only thing that's been negative for the defense, and they can't really control it, but just the injuries. Like, we're sitting here going, well, there's another guy that goes out. But
literally,
defense has been great. All right, Britton Covey standing around the 17 for the return. Morstead to punt. Snap, gets it away. And Covey at about the 18 is going to catch it with room to return. Going to the right side, breaks a tackle, and then brought down. It's going about nowhere. Maybe
crash test Covey today. Not necessarily the leading punt return in the league sort of day for Britton Covey. But what are you going to do?
Not quite. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, at least the offense has the ball. You didn't give up anything. That felt like it was Jets going to go down and at least get a field goal, possibly take the lead, something, because the momentum had turned around. But defense answers the call.
Looks like Roby is questionable with the shoulder, and Blankenship has been ruled out. So if you lost Blankenship, Ricks, Roby, you don't have Slay or Maddox, Evans, or Sidney Brown. So your basically entire secondary is hurt. And you play the Dolphins next week, which is great. Really great. You better hope that Sidney Brown and Darius Slay and Reed Blankenship are all healthy next week. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to be. And it is, I don't know. I'm skeptical too, because with Reed's being the ribs, like we saw it, with the replay, and it just a blindside block like that to the ribs. He's had a rib injury already this season, and he was out for a game because of it. So it's just not, it doesn't feel great in that scenario, especially with the guys that you already have out. But yeah, hopefully you get some good news, have some guys return, because that is the the last team that you want to see for one, but then also we've already talked about it. Like the gauntlet of games is coming up. Like it's not just the Miami. I mean, it's like, here you go. The schedule is really going to kick into gear.
That's why you got to win this one. You got to win this one to, pad yourself if you have a couple losses due to injuries or playing good teams later on. For sure.
Mm-hmm. See if the offense can finally do something, though. You got to help the defense. I mean, the defense has bailed you out quite a bit this game, even off the turnovers, getting stops. Let's see. Is that accurate? I'm trying to think now. Ed Crack just tweeted, Eagles haven't forced a turnover since week 3 when Blankenship intercepted Baker Mayfield.
That's right. That's right.
Wow, that I guess it just doesn't seem like that. But yeah, that's
Yeah, they haven't forced one in a while. But it doesn't matter right now. Our Eagles offense has got to go. Yeah. Come on. Big drive here.
All right, 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Hurts in the gun. Swift to his right. 1st and 10, ball at 18. Handoff Swift up the middle, pushes forward. Gain of about 4 yards, brought down. Brings up a 2nd and 6.
7th carry for DeAndre Swift. It's not good.
No, not great. As the Rams, who were once trailing the Cardinals 9-6 at halftime, are up 23.
Yeah.
Make it 24-9.
Rams are good. Come on, guys. 2nd and 6.
We go 15 on the play clock. Ball at the 22 of Philly. Hurts in the empty set. Takes the snap. 3-man pressure. Has a little time looking left. Now going right side. Forced out around. Breaks a tackle. Still looking downfield. Throws it. And it is, nearly intercepted. That was a very dangerous throw. Intended for either Swift or Smitty. It looks like both were in the area.
So Jack Driscoll's filling in for Lane Johnson, and he is getting obliterated. And they're trying to help. They chipped him. Jermaine Johnson on the right side there, who had the pressure on Hurts. And it's not working. Driscoll has been horrific as right tackle this entire day, and that should have been Hurts' 3rd pick. How are they not able to get open? There's no good Jet secondary players. It's a rough game. Yeah. Come on. Rough game. Get out of it.
Jalen was fortunate. Very fortunate there. He should not have made that throw. But 3rd and 6 now. Jets showing pressure. They're going to bring 4. Jalen going left, deep shot for A.J. Brown. It is what? He caught it.
Yes.
Inbounds. Yes, they're ruling it inbounds. A huge catch. Wow.
Let's make sure he caught it. Please tell me he caught it. That is an answered prayer right there.
Run it, but
they should hurry up and just give it to DeAndre Swift. Let's see. Let's see.
Shoulder fade.
I mean, this is 30, 40 yards. Brown. Yep, that's a catch. That's got to be a catch.
What a play. That is huge. 36 yards.
I think the knee counts, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's really close.
Ooh, they're saying control, too. I didn't see that. He's got it up against the body.
Yeah. No, he has it.
His
knee's in. That's a catch. The knee's in. That's a catch. That's got to be a catch. What's Saleh going to do? Yeah, do you burn a timeout if you're New York in a 2-score game or a 2-point game? Yeah, he challenged it.
Yeah, he's going to challenge. I guess you might as well. It's a big enough play. It's a very big play in this situation, but
yeah, he's saying bobble. He's saying bobble and then secured is Saleh's argument here. I think he caught this.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if this comes back. Plus, they called it a catch on the field. So then you gotta, what are you doing here? Gotta be.
Yeah, can't be overturned, surely.
Okay, so he has it there. The knee, the knee has got to count for something.
Yeah,
there's no way that knee doesn't count.
Knee is 2 feet, right? like shin and knee, and yeah, like he's
Yeah, and you can't see the ball because of the way that he falls on it. Ooh, my goodness, this is close.
I think he's got it.
This would be a good angle here to see about control after he hits. Ooh, there's a bobble at the end of that. Did you see that from that angle?
Yeah, that's what I was saying
There's a
second ago.
bobble.
Like there's this very slight bobble, but again, like to what extent? Because it's kind of like it moves a little bit, but it's still up against his shoulder, up against his left shoulder, and he kind of caresses it there
I
with the
think they
second
called
arm,
it
or
a
the second
catch.
hand.
You keep it a catch.
Yeah, I don't think you can change. I don't think you can change it.
Yeah, this would be quite the overturn if you're going to tell me that you have clear evidence this is not a catch.
Yeah, we'll see what they say when they come back here, but I'm thinking I just don't think there's enough evidence, like you said. Is it inconclusive? I think it's only inconclusive. I don't think you could say you're looking at it and go, oh yeah, we have inconclusive evidence to say that it was an incomplete pass, especially because it was ruled on the field. As Dan, I see you on there sending the email for the hoodie. So,
oh yeah, Dan,
appreciate that.
Did he? He must have sent it to you. I didn't get one.
Yes, yep. So
we got you, Dan. We'll get that ordered. Yeah, they're saying catch. Yeah, Sirianni says catch. Eagles are moving forward. It's a catch.
Yep.
Yeah, the Eagles have all moved up. It's big for A.J. Brown, man. I mean, come on. This is why you go get him on a quiet day from all other receivers, working on the third-string corner for the New York Jets. That is a big catch. Big catch.
Yeah, there are not many receivers that are making that catch. Let's be honest. I mean, that is extremely difficult. And, kudos to Hurts, too, because he puts it where it's either he catches it or there's no chance that the DB's making a play on that. They are taking forever, though. So,
they are.
All right,
they might
finally
be
coming back.
Where the ball is. Catch.
Yes, never lost control. There you go. It is a catch.
Good. Yep, we expected it. All right, inside the Jets' side of the field. You go score here, this game might be over.
Big time.
4 straight 125-plus yard receiving games for A.J. Brown. My goodness. He's over halfway to 1,000. This is crazy.
He's at a blistering pace. That is nuts. Longest active streak in the NFL, 4th consecutive 125.
Give him another one.
Only Eagles player to do that.
7 for a $131.
Here you go, ball in the Jets territory at the 42. Jalen in the gun, takes the snap, fake handoff to Gainwell, looking left side, now feels some pressure, going right. Going to cut back left side now, has a little space. He's going to run at the 40 up to the 35, run out of bounds just short of the first down marker at the 38-yard line, brings up a 2nd and 1.
All right. Come on.
That was a great play by Hurts, able to keep it alive. He had kind of the delayed linebacker blitz there and able to pick up 9 yards. Oh, first down, actually. I thought it was short of the sticks. Gave him the first down.
Come on. Eat some clock. Score this ball. Let's go.
All right, ball on the 31. Takes a snap. Handoff Gainwell. Right side. Has a little bit of a block. Trying to get around the corner. He does up to the 30. Breaks a tackle. Spinning forward. A first down and more all the way up to the 20-yard line. Great run by Kenny G.
Bounds. That's his best run of the past 3 weeks easily. Let's go.
His shirt was torn there.
You got to tuck those suckers in. Come on. It's a great block by Olamide Zaccheaus. They're showing it right now on the broadcast. He just gets in the way of that safety. Gainwell does the rest. All right, in the red zone.
All right, ball in the red zone. Yep, at the 19, 9:45 in the 4th. Hurts calling something here. Looking at Smitty in the gun. Takes the snap. Looking Smitty's direction. Has a little time. Complete over the middle, or is it incomplete? Incomplete.
Yeah,
intended for Goddard.
Goddard dropped it. got her quiet the entire game, minus a couple of plays in the early on in this one. Hurts approaching 300 yards passing. Come on, guys.
$9:30 to play. Eagles up 14-12. 2nd and 10 in the red zone. Only 66 yards rushing for Philly today. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell to his right. 4 seconds on the play clock. He's going to have to hurry to get this one off. Hurts trying to take the snap. He just gets it off. It does. It's a quarterback run to Hurts. He's going to go left side, try to get the corner, and he's able to get it about 4 or 5 yards up to the 15.
That looked like it was going to go nowhere. And then Hurts, really good job getting out of bounds, not taking a hit. Clock continues to run. 3rd down and short. You are in field goal range, too, to make it at least a 5-point game, so nothing crazy here. You got to have some sort of points.
3rd and 6.
Come on,
Big
give us a good
down.
play call. Give us something here.
Hurts again in the gun. You got Brown on the left side, Smitty and Oz to the right. Taking the snap, Hurts. Has a little space, now feeling some pressure, and he's sacked. Brought down at the 20. He's sacked.
Yeah,
Bryce Huff.
This offensive line is struggling today. It's a good defensive line for the Jets. Jack Driscoll's getting obliterated. Opeta's not had a nice day either. And this is field goal time for old Jake Elliott.
Yep, gonna have to settle. You're right. Driscoll's giving a little pressure. And Josh Simber says Hurts bailing out too early. Maybe at times on that one, he did feel the pressure. He kind of had to move up. But I think that once you start feeling the ghost, you just do it, even if you're not. As Elliott,
oh my gosh, he missed it.
Up and he missed it. He pushed it right. 37-yard attempt, and Jake Elliott missed it. Oh my gosh. That felt like I didn't even need to say it because I felt, that's an immediate, just automatic. But he missed it.
That might cost us a game. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness gracious. He pushed it right.
Good hold, too. Just pushed it. By a couple yards, pushed it right. Wow.
You just can't make it up. You just can't make it up, man. I'm telling you. Jeez. Jake. And the defense has to hold serve again.
Here we go. Take the snap. Breece Hall with a handoff. Cuts up the middle of the 30-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 7. We've got comments here of Browns versus 49ers. Yeah, that pushing it right felt very similar to that.
Feels just like it. All it takes is a turnover here, man. It takes one turnover. Zach Wilson's been clean the entire day. He's been perfect. He's been great. Give us a Zach Wilson moment. Come on.
Can the defense get another stop? They built out the offense quite a bit today. 7:38 in the 4th. 7 on the play clock. 2nd and 7. Wilson under center takes the snap. Fake handoff to Hall. Feeling pressure. Gets it complete to Conklin all the way up to the 1st down and a little more to the 38-yard line. And that was so close. And Wilson's able to get it away. I think that was BG on the pressure.
It's the exact same play that Reddick got a sack on, but this time Wilson rolls right. As a natural right-hander, it's easier to throw with a jump here because he had a chance. Oh, man. First down.
Gosh, yep.
Gosh,
I thought BG might get a sack there, but...
Come on, defense. Get a stop. Get a stop.
1st and 10 for the Jets and Wilson under center. And Breece Hall is there at the back, takes the snap, quick throw left side. Garrett Wilson complete, makes James Bradbury miss initially and able to pick up about 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Come on. Who's going to make a play? There you go. Blankenship, Ricks, Johnson, Roby, all out, done for the day.
God, that's so crazy. As Garrett Wilson just injured himself on that play. He's hobbling off. It's this field, man. I mean, this is so bad.
Yeah, it's rough. You got to play here again against the Giants later on this year. Come on, D. Get off the field.
2nd and 5. Ball at the 43. Wilson, the snap, handoff.
There you go.
Breece Hall and beat immediately. Milton Williams.
There you go. 3rd and 7. This is big. If you get off the field now, there's 6 minutes left. You can churn a lot of clock, and a field goal puts it basically without reach or out of reach. This is it. Feels like the game.
Okay, you can do it here. 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down is Garrett Wilson is off the field, having his ankle looked at. Won't be on for this play. 3rd and 7 at the 41. Wilson in the gun. Hall to his left. Taking the snap. 4-man pressure. Looking right side. Hassan Reddick has pressure.
Yes!
It's a sack. It's a sack. That was Milton Williams officially with the sack. Credit with it. But Hassan Reddick was the one who totally set that up. Blew past his man on the left edge.
Thank goodness. Oh, there he is. Reddick's back, baby. This is crunch time. Really good job. Oh, and Milton there to bear hug him and finish it off. That is huge.
Reddick might get the half sack there. Actually, I'm not sure.
He might.
He might there, and he was kind of going down. So we'll see. But either way, that was big time. 4th and 13, a punt for the Jets. Morstead gets it away. Britton Covey standing way back at his 10. Really good punt, but
room
to return here. Cuts upfield to the 20 and brought down instantly. Gain of 7-ish about on the return.
That's crash test Covey right there. All right. 4:43. What's your best 4-minute drive that you have? All you got to do is get in a field goal range. Jake's not going to miss another one. You kick it, and then you force him to score a touchdown. You end this game, and you get out of here with all the injuries and the ugly plays. They're showing the replays right now. They can still win this thing and go to 6-0, regroup, and get ready for Miami coming to the Link next week for the Kelly Green night. This is a huge drive. Huge drive. 6-0 is massive. Come on. If you haven't liked the show yet, we appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to give the show a thumbs up. Would be huge to get some likes.
Yep. What are we at now on the likes?
3-something. 318.
Okay, 318.
Come on, guys. Come on, offense. A little Swift, maybe?
43. Hurts the gun. Fake handoff to Swift. Looking left side. Now swing pass. Swift catches it. Try to make a man miss. Get to the outside. And a gain of about 2. Brings up a 2nd and 8.
He stops the clock, though, unfortunately. That is not what you want to do. Anything to stay in bounds. I know it's, trying to get some yardage here, but you're only going to get 2. You stay in bounds. You eat an extra 40 seconds, whereas now it's not going to do anything. I did not know Quincy Williams and Quinn Williams were brothers. They're showing that on the screen right now. I had no idea.
That's pretty cool.
Come on,
unfortunately,
guys.
The cool part is not that they both have a turnover, or a takeaway. Okay, 2nd and 7, Hurts the gun. Handoff to Swift.
There it is.
Has a hole and more all the way to the 1st down. Pushed forward by Mailata, and it is up to the 31. 1st and 10.
There we go. 8th carry, and he shows you why he needs to have double that every single game. Big first down. Big first down. Big thumbs up for the first down.
Got to get him going. Great hole there. I don't know why you don't go left side. I mean, with the injuries the way it is, not that we can't trust the right side of the O-line, but behind Dickerson and Mailata, I'd love to see more of that this drive. 4 minutes left in the 4th. 7 seconds on the play clock. 1st and 10, Hurts in the gun. Swift to his left. Takes the snap, fake handoff. Looking left side, has a little time. Now over the middle, complete to Swift. A little dump off for about 3 and brought down.
Well, if you're wondering why they haven't been able to push the ball down the field, minus a couple of deep balls to A.J. Brown, Lane Johnson being out is incredibly handicapping this offensive line because Jack Driscoll is holding on for dear life right now, and they can't max protect every single play because they need receivers running routes, and it's tough right now for Jalen Hurts, and you got to hope and pray that Driscoll is not your right tackle next week against the Dolphins, and you need him to show up big, though, right now on this drive.
Gotta have it. 2nd and 7, 3:15 to play. Time is ticking. Hurts takes the snap, handoff to Swift, and met immediately back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7.
3 minutes left. Jets are going to have the ball with 2 minutes and change. If you can't get a first down here, you get a first down here, the Jets won't touch the football till under 2 minutes to go. Big difference in the clock and the 2-score game. This is... If Elliott makes that kick, you're feeling great right now, but you need a first down here. You need a first to at least flip field position, too. You got to get a first down.
To force the Jets to score a touchdown would make me feel a lot better, but yeah, the fact that you missed it, oh my gosh. 2:35.
Play clock.
3rd and 7, 2 seconds on the play
Timeout.
clock, and the Eagles are going to call timeout. Yep.
You don't like burning one there, but you got to get the right play.
Too important here. 3rd and 7. Can you convert?
Oh, man.
What do you do here? What play call do you have?
Where's A.J. Brown? What about
I don't know.
DeVonta Smith, huh? He's been quiet this game. Just a nice, easy completion. You worry about a quarterback run here, though, because they don't trust the offensive line to block long enough.
I know, yeah. You catch them off guard here. They're going to actually see that coming. But A.J. Brown near side right as the Eagles go left to right. Smitty in motion now. He's far side. Hurts in the empty set. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. He's got a little time. Fires over the middle.
Yes!
Complete. First down. Goddard up to the 45. Huge completion at a gain of 10 yards.
Free rusher coming off the edge and just explodes onto Jalen Hurts. He gets up with a grimace, but he stood in the pocket and hit Dallas Goedert. It's a slot blitz from the left side, and he sees it, and he knows he's going to get hit, and he gets a shot to the head there, but Goedert comes up big, and that is the difference between giving the ball back with more than 2 minutes left to the Jets and now less than 2 minutes, regardless of what these next 3 plays do.
There you go. Love it. As Sean called it there, what about Goddard? Where has he been this half? And then all of a sudden you get the catch. So let's see more of that.
Yeah, the Jets use their second timeout here. They got 1 left. So, again, you just got to get a couple more here, and you'll feel feeling pretty good. Pretty good.
2:24 to play. Yep, 1 timeout for the Jets. Eagles lead 14-12. The snap, handoff to Gainwell up the middle, gain of just a yard up to the 46-yard line, and the Jets will use their final timeout, 2:20 to play.
Getting a little Gainwell crunch time carries. Everyone loves that. That's always very fun. Yes. One more first down. It doesn't ice it, but it gets it really close. Really close, because then they burn their final timeout. The 2-minute warning will happen. And you could really milk this sucker down. So let's see what they're going to do. Yeah, well, that's their last time out there. So first down gets you the 2-minute warning, and then you're pretty much home free.
Pretty sure they're going to run it here. I think the tell is you're bringing in Calcaterra as well as Stoll, and you've got a lot of blocking options here. I'd be surprised if you throw it, but we'll see. Hurts is under center, single back formation. Swift is in. Ball at the 46. Now Stoll in motion. Takes a snap. Handoff Swift. Left side has a block with Kelsey, but met by several Jets defenders there. A loss of 1.
2-minute warning.
3rd and
All
10.
right.
Yep, 3rd and 10.
So the Jets will either get the ball back with about 110, 120 left, depending on how this play goes. If it's a run, right, you stay in bounds. Or the Eagles get a first down and they win this game because they'll be able to take a couple of knees.
Man, this is huge.
Okay. All right. Gosh, you survived. Survived today. Survived now.
Ooh,
Goodness
yeah.
gracious.
I am definitely feeling the nerves now. I mean, I know that the defense has done so great, and they could get another stop if you don't convert this 3rd down, but it just feels like you've asked them to come up time and time again at this point. It's just if you give the Jets the ball back, I don't know. Personally, I'm like, can they get another stop?
I don't feel good about it because he needs a field goal.
Go down.
All right, commercial. Seen some tweets on the Lane Johnson situation. You do feel that you got to have his replacement ready to go because they are hopeless without a backup who isn't Jack Driscoll. This is long term him being out, and this offense looks very different. Very different.
Yeah, this is it's been a problem for sure. I mean, certainly with Hurts, and we had, I think, a couple comments earlier saying like Hurts bailing a little bit too early. But again, you talk about like whether sometimes there was pressure, because there certainly was. But then also if Hurts is just feeling it because he's used to having to bail too much, then all of a sudden it's, you got the phantom rush coming in, or phantom pressure, and you take off. So I don't know. I mean, you got to have an answer. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but you've got multiple players out in Reed Blankenship. You got Lane Johnson, Eli Ricks, Bradley Roby.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys watching right now. We got almost 1,000 people who are joining the show. We're getting into crunch time. And a big difference, because the Lions, they win today. They're 5-1. 49ers lose on the road. Brock Purdy looks terrible against a third-string quarterback in the Browns. They're 5-1. 6-0 would be really good right here. Here we go. 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Do you throw?
What do you do? Brown is far side, Smitty's near side. At the 2-minute mark in the 4th, Hurts in the gun. Gamble to his right. 4-man pressure. Drops back. Has a little time over the middle. It's picked. Oh my gosh. And he's going to go up to the 30. Breaks a tackle. 20. 15, 10. Oh my gosh. Jets have the ball at the 10. And I don't know what Hurts was doing.
Well, we're going to lose to the Jets. 4 turnovers.
What was he? Who was he throwing? What did he not see? I have no clue. No clue what Hurts thinks that he's about to do there. Throws it right to, that is
what is this play call? It's 2 hook routes on the left side and then an in on the other side. None of this is going to win. Oh my goodness. And now you only have two timeouts, so you are not going to be able to stop the clock.
Let him score. Let him score. Breece Hall, touchdown.
Yeah,
touchdown. All right, that's good. That's what you want, honestly. Yeah, too quick. Touchdown, Jets. That's what I would have preferred.
Thank goodness. I would have laid down if I was Breece Hall.
Yep. Okay, so it'll be regardless, I guess it won't really matter too much. So they'll 18-14 now. They'll, I assume, go for 2 just to make sure that there's a chance that you could miss an extra point. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going to do. So you'll have 1:46, 2 timeouts, and you got to score a touchdown.
Well,
What happened? What just happened?
Aren't going to win them all, but you can't win them looking like this.
Wilson in the gun, 2-point conversion attempt, has a little time over the middle, and it is complete. It's good. Didn't really matter too much. But,
yeah. Breece Hall scoring was a really bad idea. Really bad idea. You got a $146, touchdown wins it. This is going to sting, especially when you just had to not turn the ball over there. All you had to do was not turn the ball over. Smart. Yeah, Breece Hall.
Yeah, they're saying Breece Hall's got to know. You could see it on the replay. The defense was clearly told, let him score. But I'm all right with that. That is the Jets will be questioned certainly if the Eagles do win on that decision by Breece Hall. But you got to go. You got to go the full length of the field. And honestly, I mean, with the exception of the first 2 drives in the game, the offense hasn't proven that they could do any of that really, because they can't hold on to the football. You got 4 turnovers.
That missed field goal looms large. Would have been a 3-point game. All right, listen, you have 4 turnovers, but you have a ton of time. You have 2 timeouts, and you can really forget this game if you go down and score here.
Starts with 3 INTs.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, this is ugly. This is ugly.
Ties a career high. Well, this is the time to answer. I mean, this is enough time to go down the field. You got 2 timeouts, 146, ball at your 25-yard line, and what do you do? Hurts in the gun, takes a snap, 4-man pressure, looking over the middle, has A.J. Brown. It's tied. Oh, my gosh, it's nearly picked again. He had A.J. clearly, and he just overthrew him. He threw it high.
Yeah, it's a tough game for Jalen Hurts. This is the worst game he's played since probably the Colts last year. You know, you think about it.
Gosh, yeah, probably so. Come on, man. Come on, Jalen.
Come on, 141, plenty of time. Come on, down the field.
2nd and 10. You got to get that first down. Pressure. Hurts able to escape. Rolling right side. Firing. It's incomplete. Yep.
There's Jack
Smitty
Driscoll
wanted a flag.
Getting obliterated. He didn't even touch the pass rusher. Man, this feels like a lost cause. This feels like, jeez, Jack Driscoll, man. Jeez. What is he doing? Yeah, it's pass interference. Should have been.
My gosh, you got to get a first down. We can't get to 4th and 10 here. Come on, 3rd and 10, 134 to play. You still have 2 timeouts, 5 on the play clock. Get the snap off. Takes the snap. Has a little time. Hurts, left side, complete. DeVonta Smith, and gain of 2 yards, 3 yards maybe. The worst part about that is it's inbounds. It's 4th and 8, and you got to call a timeout. So 124 to play, but you had to burn a second timeout there. You've got 1 remaining. Wow. A 4th and 8. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm
stunned. I'm really stunned.
Yeah, completely stunned. But I'm not feeling confident at all about converting this. Fourth and 8, as the broadcast is bringing up, Philly is 12-0 lifetime against the Jets. So you're about to give them their first franchise win against you. 4th and 8, 124. Trips right. Jalen in the gun. Gainwell to his left. 2 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snaps away. Has a little time. Buying time. A deep shot. He's going for DeVonta, and it's incomplete. That's it.
On 4th and 8. On 4th and 8, a jump ball.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I love taking a 40-yard deep shot on 4th and 8. That's a great idea. With 3 guys back there.
All right, well, you're gonna wet the bet against the Jets, huh? That's the game that we're gonna wet the bet against, I guess.
I don't. What in the world? What are you doing? I mean, it should have been picked, honestly. I mean, should have just have your 4th interception of the day, but that's not gonna ever do anything. I don't know why you're drawing up a play that has no options there, and then Jalen.
Wow. Shut out in the second half. Shut out.
And one of the worst interceptions you'll ever see from Jalen there. I mean, in that pass drive to get the Jets back the ball.
Yeah. I don't. What do you want? I mean, what do you want? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? I mean, you can blame injuries, sure. Defense only gave up, in reality, what? 13 points, because that last drive where the pick puts you in the red zone, you get to let them score. Defense had no problems today, even though they had all the injuries. This was Lane Johnson going down. You can't block anybody, and Hurts had his worst game. Maybe as an Eagle. Maybe as an Eagle. I mean, you don't want to count the first season because he had a lot of bad ones, but that was bad. That was
Oh man, you're right. It's bad. I don't know what to say. I mean, it was literally like there's no undefeated teams in the NFL now. It was such an opportunity, but you're right. I mean, you compile the turnovers. You have 4 of them, 4-0. You're not going to win hardly any games. I don't care who you're playing. 4 turnovers to 0, but still, the fact that the defense bailed you out time and time again. I mean, we were talking about it before. Hurts threw that essentially game-clinching interception, but like it's like, oh, you don't want to ask the defense to get a stop again. But worst case scenario, you're thinking, okay, they don't convert the 3rd down, and you punt the ball back and at least try to stop the Jets to make it a field goal. But I don't know. I mean, there's bad interceptions, but I don't know what Jalen thinks he's accomplishing there. Like on that throw, that was terrible. Yeah. I mean, just abysmal. And, you know, there were times that he started staring down, no doubt. So, wow, that is that's really I don't know what to say. That's just one of those I didn't see coming and miserable.
Yeah, you can't win them all. I know people are going to overreact in the chat. I'm seeing that right now. Classic. But you were going to lose games. We told you that the Jets defense was good, and that if you let them hang around, you might be in fear of giving this one away. And sure enough, at the very end, but you mentioned it. Even if you don't convert on 3rd down and 8, you punt. You're pinning them back. Zach Wilson's got to go 90 yards. He needs to kick a field goal. There's not a lot of time left. I mean, you still have a chance to win this game, and the pass rush pins its ears back and gets a stop, and you did just throw it away. And yeah. That last interception is one that he's going to take the blame for, I'm sure, in the post game, and we'll cover it tomorrow. And we get ready for the Dolphins. That's the thing. This can't spiral because you have Miami, you have the Cowboys coming up, you have all sorts of tough teams where this could get ugly if you let it. So they need to button things up and have a good week of practice and get get healthy and see what happens when we're in person next week.
Yeah. Hopefully they can. That's just I didn't see it coming. Jason Blessing says I called it. You told me to calm down. I did. I mean, you were saying it like what halftime or 3rd quarter. I can't remember when it was, but it felt early. I did feel like, hey, the offense is going to get rolling again. The defense has played fairly well. But, it's one of those games like we've seen, like you saw today, that the Niners lost to the Browns. You just start making bad plays. You have more turnovers. They compile. It goes from 2 to 4. I mean, just not making catches. I mean, how many drops did we have today? I'd love to see the official stat on that. But time and time again to convert a 1st down and you have a drop. So, I mean, I was holding out hope. I didn't think that thought it was a little early to say we're going to be losing that game. Obviously, turned out that way. But I don't know. It to me, the bigger loss might end up being the injuries. I know we're going to see how that turns out and how long those are. But I mean, if you got to have significant time missed at all for Lane Johnson, I mean, we saw with Jack Driscoll today, and you got your safety situation. I mean, how quickly can Sidney Brown come back? Is Reed Blankenship going to be out long term with ribs? Who knows how bad that is? I don't know. There's just a lot of. We don't want to overreact. I know we talked about that, but you don't want to just.
The chat is. Don't worry. The chat's overreacting.
I know there will be overreactions. It's only one game, but there is some cause for some concern, obviously, with what happened here. It's shocking. I don't know a whole lot to say. It's what we saw here. Just it felt great. The first couple possessions, you're sitting there like, oh, this is good. You're moving the football. You're playing well. You get a couple injuries, like okay, maybe we're going to be fine. And it went from bad to worse pretty quick.
There you go. 4 turnovers, Philadelphia loses, and we're disappointed, but 5-1. We would have taken it 6 games into the season. You would have asked us a month ago. It's just demoralizing as that sounds. But as Whitty said, I think we leave it at that. We're fine. This happens in the NFL. You got to get healthy. You get healthy, and this team is going to be just fine. But health is the main concern, and the Dolphins are now in the crosshairs. We'll see what happens next Sunday. So. All right, for Josh Davis, I'm Thomas Ma. We wrap it up here. Eagles lose. See you guys.
We'll see ya.